120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here goes Sherry, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A battle court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jai-Alai. Live from Jam Arena, tonight's game day will feature the Cyclones and Devils. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Spring 26 Battle Court season. Gonna get right into it today with a Division 5 doubles matchup featuring Jedden and Unda for the Cyclones and Benny and Rock for the Devils. See the 2 teams up there, Jedden and Unda, 1-4 so far to begin their regular season. Benny and Rock, that team 4-2, above 500 down in Division 5. There's the serve, and we begin.
Jedden serves. Rock gets in there, puts it inside, goes back to the inside where it scores. That was interesting. First point for Benny and Rock of the Devils. I think everyone was surprised at that. I mean, I know you were, I was, Jed definitely was.
We knew there were going to be shots from the white shirts here, the Devils. Just didn't expect it to be from Rock early on. I think you could have gotten a pretty big price on that bet.
The way it cut back in. Powerful backhand by Unda. Rock on the catch, backhand, high to the corner. Unda's there. Rock now from the 9 line, keeps it inside. Unda again. Rebote for Benny. Jedden moves in, makes the catch. Powerful backhand. Benny looking for the rebote midcourt. 2-all. That's out. We're tied at 1-1. Jedden serves. We all remember Benny's last outing when he was picking serves and throwing 2-alls.
Well, against Egi and Julian, he got a lot of opportunities there in the service box in a match that the Devils ended up winning in straight set, 6-5, 6-4. And that's the type of way that Benny has played in this division. I mean, he's been very aggressive. He's taken a lot of serves, and it shows in the stats here. I mean, Benny and Rock, they've converted 28 points off of winners. They've only given up 11. Pretty dramatic split right there, and it all starts up in the front court with Benny. Man, I think that was a clean miss.
Clean miss in the front, forehand save. Benny's on it, sends it deep. Robote, powerfully thrown. This one going to the outside, way outside. Lunges on it, almost got assessed on it. That's a point for Benny and Rock.
Yeah, Benny has a clean miss on that serve. I think Undo was asking the ref if he tipped it, but that ball crossed the side wall, and I think that's what he heard, not the ball hitting the basket. By the way,
yeah, no whistle, no call.
He's got to play through it.
Here's the backhand by Unda. Rotate forehand by Jedden. That kicked up and hit the overhead screen. Just had to play. Third point for Benny and Rock.
And coming into this match, you were expecting it's going to take a pretty big effort from Unda here to give this Cyclones team a shot. And you look at the catch rate, too, for these backquarters. I mean, both Rock and Unda on the left side, the same catch rate at 88%, so not too overmatched back here as Rock. Struggled a little more with the unforced errors and throwing it out of play, but his catching has actually been a lot better than I think people give him credit for.
Powerful, powerful throw. Oh, what a catch by Rock. Forehand played back. Unda's there. Unda blasts another one, this time from the backhand. Rock makes another great catch. Benny makes the catch, backhand. Powerfully thrown, Robote coming out. Jedden looking for the Robote. Benny on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Robote forehand fired by Unda. That's the second point for Jedden and Unda, the Cyclones. Jedden serves.
Perfect throw that time by the Cyclones, and forced a decision there by the Devils. I mean, Benny was running towards the back wall. Rock wasn't sure if he was going to be in position to save the Robote. He let it pass, and when you do that, sometimes you don't even give your team a shot at it.
I mean, we know that Unda throws heat, and he threw two very, very hard balls, and Rock just stepped up and made the catch.
Yeah, and that's all he's got to do. I mean, with Benny up there being as aggressive as he is typically, just stand back there, catch and throw, and don't overcomplicate things, and you don't need to be a hero back there. Just keep it in play like he's doing there.
Big right side by Unda. Ball tipped by Benny. Playing deep. 3-3. Jedden serves.
Yeah, and those forehands crossing the side wall are no gimme for a player of any rank. I mean, you got Benny here, the highest rank of anyone out there on the court by at least 2 levels, and even still, he's capable of missing one off that side wall.
Rock from the forehand, powerful right side. Unda stops it at the 9 line. Here's the backhand. Unda on the forehand. Powerful right side. Caught by Rock. Jedden on the catch. Backhand. Benny looking for the Robote. He makes a save. I'm just going to look to take this on the bounce. Powerful right side. Caught in the air by Rock. Rock low to the inside. Great catch by Jedden. Unda at the back wall, great save. Rifles one to the inside. Rock got that one too. Comes back, Picada. Big time Picada. Unda makes the catch.
And he's really testing that right side of Rock, but he stepped up and made every catch so far.
Rock now on the backhand. Powerful right side to the inside. Unda's there. Benny, back to the 8, along the wall. Unda from the 9 line. I mean, how do you say anything other than Rock is playing real impressive? I mean, Unda's throwing everything he can at him, and he stopped it on both the right, when he goes for it on the right side, you get a little panicky, but there's a backhand by Unda. Robote coming out, Benny looking for it. To the inside it goes. Unda back in there, catches it on the forehand. Nice play. Benny reaching behind him to try to make the catch, tips it. That's a 4th point for the Cyclones. Jedden and Unda. Jedden serves.
And now that's twice that the Devils have given away points on Benny missing one here in the backcourt. I mean, you like to have him be that aggressive, but I mean, you still have to play team highlight, and you got to give yourself a shot. I mean, he makes that catch at the 9 line overhead. It's going to be difficult to pass, difficult to do anything with it.
No question about it. I mean, if Rock was having difficulties catching the ball, that's a different story entirely. But
right, I think it's one of those things that you see how it goes, at least for half a set, 4 or 5 points. And right now, he's actually answered the call with his catching. So I don't think Benny needs to be that aggressive and be that deep in the backcourt. I think that at a point that only kind of messes up your teammate when you're right in their space every time they're trying to make a play.
Unless you're communicating actively, like calling them off, saying I'm going for it. Or
And look, the Cyclones doing a really good job of limiting Benny's opportunities up there in the front court. Unda's just playing into the corner, and Benny's really got nothing except for Botes.
Unda on the catch. Powerful forehand. That ball's tipped. A 5th point for Jedden. And Unda, possible set point.
And that's kind of the same type of throw. It's a powerful forehand. It's crossing the wall. Benny's ranging back for it. Rock is moving up to it. It's just a little uncomfortable, and that's really his first miss of the day.
Well, and also talk to him. You talk to each other. Fault, underserve. Second serve, must be good. We clearly hear that the front court whistle is working just fine. If there are any questions from before.
Oh, boy.
Double fault.
Yeah, that's...
4th point for Benny and Rock. Still possible set point for Jedden and Unda. Benny serves.
I say it every game day, doesn't matter who it is. I'd rather let Benny beat you on a shot than to give one away off of a double fault. You just can't. 5-3, now you make it 5-4. Anything could happen on this serve. And
Oh, it's Benny, too. He gets fancy on the serve.
we'll see if he mixes it up here. This would be the time to do it. He's trying.
Fault, underserve. Unda on the catch. Great catch. Hard throw follows. In and out of the cesta. Point and set for Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set. So, Jedden and Unda hang in there and come up with the first set.
And they were down early. I mean, most of the way through. I think it was 3-1 at its biggest lead for the Devils. And well, credit the Cyclones. They came right back, riding Unda's power to victory. I mean, he was just taking over that match from the backcourt. Not just taking over, but, also kind of taking Benny out of it, too. I mean, Unda throwing a majority of the balls for his team. And, if he gets into a long rally with Rock here in the backcourt, yes, Rock is doing much better, but I think that's exactly what the Cyclones want to see in this matchup. They don't want Benny attacking Jedden up there in the front court.
But that's what you try to do in the first place.
6-4. Cyclones close out the first set of the game day with what is a 2 singles and 4 doubles game day today between the Cyclones and Devils. Coming up next, it'll be Division 2. We'll see Jairo and Manu against Benetrix and Arats. Then we'll go over to singles. Division 5, Bradley will take on Kubawa. Then we'll go back to doubles. Division 1, Inaki and Manu go up against Echeverry and Arats. Then we'll go back to singles in Division 4 with Unda against Benetrix. And then we'll close it out with some doubles. Division 4, Jairo and Bradley against Echeverry and Kubawa. Those will be the 6 matches in order tonight between the Cyclones and Devils. Right now, in between our first and second set. About ready to begin set number 2 here. The Devils will have the serve. Also the third and final game day in the regular season between the Cyclones and Devils. The first one back on February 11th was a 3-3 tie. Second game day played on February 24th was a 4-2 win for the Devils. And then we'll see what happens here in the third and final one of the regular season. This is a Devils team that's kind of been reeling. I mean, in their last 4 game days, they've only gotten half a point, including 3 straight game day losses. And the Cyclones team, too, I mean, they're coming off of a tough matchup against the Fireballs where they lost 5-1, and then their last game day, it was back on March 20th, ended in a 3-3 tie against the Renegades. Cyclones still holding on to second place in our standings, squarely in the playoff picture. The Devils right now in last place. They're fighting to get back in it. Refs are out there, ready to begin set number 2 here. The Devils have the serve.
Jedden, I don't know, there's something on the floor, I think. I don't mind the extreme close-up. I mean, it's none of my business. I announce I don't do photography, but...
Yeah, it's a different view.
I think there was something on the floor. Benny serves. Our second set has begun. Here's the backhand by Unda. Rock powerfully on the inside. Well done, Rebote for Jed. Benny would have catch the sidewall. Big backhand follows. Rebote coming out. Unda on the move. Puts it inside. Rock on the catch. Too high. That hit the overhead screen. First point to the second set goes to Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones.
And always a concern with Rock, that overhead screen. I mean, his out-of-play rate is, well, I think 3rd or 4th highest on the roster, and in total, that's his 18th ball that's been sent out of play. I mean, most of the players up here go Sherry, Douglas, or Rutil, Alu, Alex. He's the only backcourter, too.
Ball. Underserve. Catch by Rock off the serve. Light touch to the inside. Jedden on the move makes the catch. Sends it deep. Rebote for Benny. Benny puts the rebote inside. Unda has it on the forehand. Rifles another one. Scoop by Rock. Low placement. This one's caught by Jedden. That's a fine catch. Rock again on the right side. He goes for another low one. Jedden stops it.
Well, I kind of like what Rock's doing. I mean, Unda's just been killing him here in the back, so I don't like that at all, though. That's in the pad.
That's the second point for Jedden and Unda. Jedden serves.
It is really difficult as you're giving someone a compliment and then they
Come
throw.
on, Rock. I was just giving him like,
He ran out of room.
Yeah.
I mean, he ran out of room. He went to swing his arm back, and there was a back wall, and Unda was somewhere back there, too.
But it's more the strategy of like just throwing it to the weaker player or the guy that isn't really killing you. I mean, Unda's done so much damage with his right side.
Yeah.
He's a higher catch rate to his right side. Just play the percentages. Let Jedden beat you up in the front because it's not working what they've been doing.
Ball underserve. Second serve must be good.
But I think there's a lot of times where teams just kind of let it happen and they keep playing the same way over and over. I respect the fact that Rock is switching it up a little bit and actually trying to do something different, but as you know, just got to keep it in play, and he knows that too.
It's a powerful backhand by Rock. Rebote's out. Jedden looked for the rebote on the forehand. Fine forehand rebote. Will score. 3 points for Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones. Jedden serves.
Just a lot of thinking too. I mean, that's not a catch that Rock usually misses. And again, going back to the out-of-play numbers, I mean, he really is the only backcourter, full-time backcourter in the top 15 in terms of out-of-play, and he's 4th.
Benny picked that serve on the forehand. He launches this right side, going way outside. Jedden on the move. He makes a save. That took a wonky bounce. Benny made the catch. Cortada follows and scores. Beautiful play by Benny up front. Devils get a point and the serve.
Well, the Devils just have to find a way to get Benny touches. And if it's throwing it to Jedden up in the front and just allowing him to pass, hey, I mean, you just got to get Benny a little bit more involved than he has been so far in this match. I mean, he's done all the damage throughout the season. He's been a big reason why they have 4 wins. You got to give him those opportunities.
Unda with a powerful backhand. Rock makes the catch in the backcourt. Unda at the 8 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 4th point for Jedden and Unda. Jedden serves.
The left side, Unda and Rock are pretty comparable in terms of their rates, but Unda has a huge advantage when you go to the right side. Unda's catch rate 92% on the forehand. Rock is down closer to 81%.
Oh, forehand? Oh, yeah.
And then that doesn't even account for the power.
Oh, this is the best. This is the
do.
best that I've ever seen Rock actually play with the right side.
Yeah.
Scored one earlier. Has made some good catches. Obviously, he's dropped some.
I mean, that's the thing too. He's made a lot of great plays, but still, they've never been in control of any one of these points, and they're just fighting from behind. And Benny's going to scoop one up here in the box and throw a 2-wall. My.
Scoop serve scores off the 2-all. 2 points for Benny and Rock. And yes, that is allowed. We know we have some traditionalists that occasionally look into it. As long as you're standing between the underserve and overserve line, you may take the ball on the bounce. You can scoop it or take it, what they call bote corrido. There's the backhand. Catch by Rock. Backhand now from the 9 line.
Benny's got this one.
Powerful backhand by Benny. Coming all the way out. Jedden. Forehand bote. Benny's got it. Cortada. Stop by Unda. Rock on the catch. Backhand from the 9. What a save by Unda. That ball was dying. Benny on the floater. 2-all. Beautifully executed by Benny to score. That's a 3rd point for Benny and Rock. Benny serves.
And that whole point kind of shifted because Benny was able to cut one off in the air. I mean, Unda's been throwing these backhands hard, but as the ball is slowing down, it's coming in a little bit lower. This is danger territory here for the Cyclones. I mean, they were way up, had a big advantage in this set. Now only a 1-point deficit, and Benny's starting to heat up.
There's powerful, powerful backhand. Caught by Benny just behind the 7 line. Big backhand. Bote coming out.
Last thing you want to see early in the point for the Cyclones is Benny cutting one off, and he's right there to shoot a 2-all.
2-all by Benny. Stop by Jedden. Cortada by Jedden. No one was on the inside to stop that one. Well done. That is 5 points for Jedden and Unda. Possible set, possible match point. Go to the well one too many times, comes out and bites you in the ass. That's kind of what happened there.
Well, Jedden was called
just because Jedden wasn't in position a couple times, he was definitely ready for that one.
No, he was committed, made the catch, and a pretty good cortada there too. Came out more to the middle of the court than you'd like to see, but hey, it scores, and now they give him 3 chances to close out the match right here.
Benny picks the serve. 2-all. That one's missed. A 4th point for Benny and Rock.
Fortunate to keep the match going.
Still possible match point for the Cyclones. Benny's got the serve with Rock with 4 points. Now, Benny obviously capable of, well, doing lots of different things, but specifically on the serve. Go for that cortada serve, draw Unda in. See if he goes back to that.
Yeah, this is a huge serve right here because one good throw, Benny's thinking about tying this match up at 5-5. And you get there, anything can happen.
And Jedden's capable of a lot, but I wouldn't want to see him try to stop a cortada serve unless it's, you know, thrown a little too high. Unda on the backhand. Rock in the corner. Great catch. Here's the backhand. Robote coming right up the middle. Jedden's on it. Makes the play. Benny takes it on the bounce. Powerful backhand by Benny. Unda comes out to make the Robote. Robote forehand fired right back in the corner. Benny calls him off, sends it back. Unda midcourt, winds up. 2-all stop by Benny. Benny put it to the left side of Unda, but Unda did not hold on. We are at 5-5 in the 2nd set. So this possible match point for the Cyclones. Possible set point, forcing a 3rd set for the Devils.
Well, I think Unda can kind of sense that this is getting away from him, so he really took control down at 5-4. He was up there at the underserve line. He was throwing a 2-all, his first one of the match. He was really trying to end it right there because he didn't want to see a 5-5 point potentially to take us into a 3rd set.
But if you're going to throw a 2-all, you got to make sure that it cuts open and not just, you know, go goes to your opponent.
That just fed Benny's forehand.
There's a backhand by Undo. Rebote coming out. Benny sets up. Forehand Rebote.
Test, test. Test, test. Test, test.
Rock on the catch down low. Oh, what a catch by Unda. Karen by Unda.
Oh, it's out.
Is out.
Oh.
Point and set for Benny and Rock. We will move on to a third and final set in just 2 minutes.
Oh, boy. So a third set coming up here in our opening match. And unfortunately for Jed, and that's been all too common for him. I mean, it's been a little bit of a struggle the last couple of game days, and boy, felt like they had him right there, Stu, but just let him off the hook. And here we go into a third and final set. Remember, Benny and Rock won the first matchup between these two teams in straight sets. That was over a month ago, back on February 24th, but 6-4, 6-4. I mean, they're starting to believe that they can pull this off, and what a win it would be for the Devils. As this team is struggling. I mean, they need all the help that they can get. Look at their last 3 game days. 5-1 loss to the Renegades, 4-2 loss to the Warriors, and then a 4-2 loss to the Chargers. That's their last 3. I mean, the Devils haven't had a streak like that since early of last year when they were way at the bottom of the standings and then went on a pretty big run, which they'll need to do again here in the spring.
Andrew, question.
Yes.
Am I hallucinating, or is there a beach ball in the player's cage?
Well, I think they're trying to keep it light, get the vibes up or something, you know.
You can keep it light, but why do you have to bring a beach ball? I mean, I know we're in South Florida, but why is that necessary? Don't we have a no beach ball rule? We don't?
We have a rule about no balls in general back here that aren't highlight balls. I don't know if we specified on the beach. I didn't think
inflatable. You're right. They made of players. Wow. I see. Not everybody's happy with that. I think it's the beach ball. I just heard someone yelling behind me, and he wasn't saying shoot. And well, anyway, it's a little tense.
Yeah. Up 5-3. And then Unda really, he really tried to end it himself there. And the Cyclones built up that lead just passing to the corner, just catching one more than Rock here in the back. They allowed Benny to get too involved the later part of that second set, and he made him pay, plain and simple. We'll see what they got here. Set number 3, Cyclones will have the serve. And man, this is a Jed and Unda team that blew a 5-0 lead in the second set after they won the first. They have given up some pretty significant leads. See if they can close this one out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our third and final set. The first team to reach 6 points will win the match. Jedden has the serve for the Cyclones.
And it's amazing, the match kind of flipped when Benny scooped the serve.
Yeah.
I know it's
We've seen that before.
No, took control, took over, and started working.
Benny picks the serve, 2-all.
I think they blew the whistle. That was an underserve.
Is that an underserve?
Yeah.
Underserve. First fault. I heard the whistle. It was an underserve.
Yeah. The whistle did come before the throw was made. It was just a very faint whistle. But we know that whistle works.
Yeah, we have talked about getting a louder whistle, but Unda's going to wind up paying for like 30 whistles.
Oh, good.
Double fault. First point for Benny and Rock. Benny serves.
And also, Jed in a double fault in that second set, too. That's now his second of the match. I get Benny's there, but man, with all due respect to Benny, it's not Joey standing in the box there either. We talked about that. You just get the serving.
Well, the other day, it was like reminiscent. Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good.
Like this is a guy that had no front court experience 2 months ago, and now they won't even serve it to him.
The cortada serves become very popular here, but it's not necessary to throw it every time. Jedden picks the serve. Drop shot will score. That's a great play by Jedden. He picks up the point and the serve. Yeah, that's Jedden stepped right up and caught that. There was nothing soft about that serve.
Needed that for his team, his confidence too. And a couple of these serves have been coming right up the middle where I think Jedden has actually had a good opportunity to cut it off. That was the first one that he really
See,
was
at
like,
the
look,
end of
I'm
the
just
day,
gonna do
what is a
Yeah.
double serve? It crosses the sidewall. It crosses the sidewall. Like that. Here's a catch by Rock. Rock, drop shot. Unda took off and got there and fires this one about as hard as you can. It winds up as a chick-chack that scores. Second point for Jedden and Unda. Jedden serves.
That's an awesome effort from a backcourter. He took off right as Rock threw it. Full sprint, got up there, and Rock wanted no part of that forehand coming back at him. That was a bullet crossing the sidewall about 6-7 feet high at its apex. That was pretty nasty.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. So with crossing the sidewall, it's basically you cross the sidewall unless you want to do an outside serve. And if the front quarter can pick it, that's one thing. But this one doesn't cross. Powerful forehand by Benny. Rebote coming all. Unda lost his footing. He stays in there. He throws it 2-all. Juggling ruled on Benny. That's a point for Jedden and Unda. 3 points for Jedden and Unda. Jedden serves. This match has a little of everything, doesn't it?
It's been fun, you know, Division 5 and Division 6.
Well, it's fun for us sitting in chairs behind the glass. I don't know that it's been fun for everyone, but
Look at this one, though. I mean, that's pretty catchable for Benny. I mean, not pretty catchable. That should be made almost every time. That's a big break for the Cyclones. Now opening up that lead to 2.
asking for Tal Song was laying out. I didn't see who. Inaki. We have Inaki out there.
A light day for Inaki. He's only got one match. Inaki Manu against Echeverria Rotz. That's match 4, though.
Ooh, nothing light about that. I mean, light schedule as far as not playing more than one, but that's a tough matchup.
Yeah, I should have specified. Yeah. Division
No,
one,
I wasn't
easy.
correcting you. I was just. I would never do that, Andrew.
No, but you're right, Stu. He'll have his hands full in that matchup.
Rock on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerful backhand carries out to the Rebote. Rebote forehand by Jedden. Then he takes it in the air. 2-all. Opens wide and scores. 2 points for Benny and Rock. Benny serves.
Yeah, maybe the best 2-all that Benny's thrown in this match. I mean, he
That
gets
was
this
beautiful.
one to open up a little bit wider. See how he turns the wrist over? Look at that reaction. Jedden actually stops because he thinks he knows where it's opening up, and that just opened up even wider than he expected.
Absolutely beautifully thrown 2-all by Benny. Well done. That's an ace for Benny. We're tied up at 3-3 in the third set. He serves.
Well, just like that, they've overcome the deficit, tied up 3-3. That's how you make up for some missed catches and mistakes. Nice 2-all and a good serve.
Here's a catch by Undorf. A powerful serve by Benny. Rock gets down there, cannot make the catch. That's a 4th point for Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones. Jedden has the serve.
Not only was that ball right along the sidewall the entire length of the court, but it was also dropping at
Low.
Rock's feet.
Yeah,
Extremely
you're absolutely
difficult
right.
in both regards. And a quick point up there for the Cyclones. Back and forth the lead goes in this third set.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good.
If I'm Jedden, I'm thinking high and cross. I wouldn't even go right up the middle. That seems even more pickable for Benny. I mean, you put it on the side wall like that, and
Yeah,
he gets
exactly.
no part of it.
You see how that crossed? It wasn't a particularly hard serve, but it crossed. Then he stepped away from it. Sidewall kind of reinforces that. Rebote for Benny. Fine play. Unda lines up to take it on the forehand. Big right side. Rebote. Rebote saved by Benny. Unda from the 7 line. Blasts another forehand. Benny takes it in the air at the 8. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Unda looking for it on the forehand. Beautiful forehand. Rebote will score. 5 points for Jedden and Unda. Possible
match point.
Well, look, this has been pretty common for this Cyclones team. Now up 5-3 again. How did they close this one out? That's been a huge struggle for them.
Be curious to see if Benny, I mean, if it's a serve that's not touching the side wall, let's see what Benny does. Benny's backing up in the box. That's an ace. Point set in a hard-fought match for Jedin and Unda, winning it 6-3 in the third set.
Jedin and Unda back in the win column there. Second time this season. And the Cyclones take an early 1-0 lead in the game day. Up next, we'll go to Division II doubles. Jairo and Manu will take on Benetrix and Arats.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look at that game day score. Oh, there. 1-0 lead for the Cyclones, and there you see those season-long standings at the bottom. Cyclones coming into this one in second place, 4.5 points. And you see the Devils down there, all the way on the right side of that graphic, meaning they are in last. Jedin and Unda, sounds like they're ready to go over in the cage. Let's hear from our Match 1 winners. Congratulations, guys. Second win as a duo this season. Jedin, what was the key to getting it done tonight?
We never execute the finishing part of the job, and we put ourselves in that position. And, you know, we should have won in 2 sets, but we didn't. But we got the win. Even though their play was unorthodox against the rules of Jai-Alai, we still won.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I mean, you guys have had some struggles closing things out. After set number 2, how were you able to reset and just kind of lock back in and able to close it out, Unda?
They didn't know, the opponents didn't know how to handle us. Yeah, and I didn't like their game, but yeah, we keep it strong. And yeah, I missed some kill shots, but then we didn't miss balls, so that was the key.
Awesome, guys. Really well played, and the first win of the day for your team. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So I have to be restrained both chemically and unconventional against the rules. Where have you been for the last 8 years?
Oh, man.
I mean, yeah, that's an 8-year phenomenon. I mean, this is a surprise or a shock.
No, it's legal based on the written rules.
Yeah, you can scoop the serve. You can do a lot of stuff here that you used to not be able to do that. He was playing football when that was going. Anyway, moving on.
Yes, Stu. Well, we got this Division II matchup next, and when they play the graphic, it means we got to talk about it, Stu, so we'll get off that. Jairo Manu, they're ready to go here against Benetrix and Arats. Jairo Manu, whoa, what a struggle it's been for this team. Only 1-3 in their first 4 matches, and this was a team that was 8-2 last year. Benetrix and Arats, their first season paired up together. Not all too bad of a start. 3-2 overall, however, 2-2 when it's been Benetrix and Arats. 1 win came when Benny was there in the backcourt. And when these two teams matched up for the first time earlier in the regular season, it was Benny there in the backcourt, and the Devils did win 6-4 in a third set. So now they got Arats back here, see if they can hand Jairo and Manu another loss.
And I'm sure we'll see a bit more orthodox play.
I think you will.
By the Jedin standard. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second match on the game day. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones. There's a serve by Jairo. We begin. Backhand by Arats. Manu reaching up high, makes a stop. Rotate forehand by Benetrix. Jairo gets in there. That's a beautiful catch off the wall. Rotate forehand. Stopped by Manu. Here's the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Benetrix winding up. Looking at bounce. Manu stops it on the forehand. Benetrix, good snag at the 7 line. Here's Manu. Rotate forehand by Benetrix. Jairo's there. Here's the backhand. Rotate. Rotate forehand by Benetrix. Straight back. Manu is there. Excellent catch by Manu at the back ball. Powerful forehand just under the chopper. What a catch by Arat. Jairo from the 7 line. Low and hard. Arat advances, takes it in the air. Out of the corner, the ball comes. Here's the forehand play. Into the corner again. Beautiful throw by Arat. Jairo's there. Arat's now from the 9 line. Beautiful catch by Arat in the corner. Manu with a tick ball mid-court. First point of this match goes to Benetrix and Arat. The Devils. Benetrix serves.
Yeah, it looked like a unconventional bounce there in the middle of the court. Don't usually see it kick up that high. And
why would you do that to me? Why? Why? You know the control room wants me to drop it and move on to this game, right? You know that, right? But no. There's the conventional serve by Benetrix. Arat is there. Backhand. I'm going to take the bait almost every time. I mean, look at Tiger's board on Facebook. I'm going to take the bait eventually. What a catch by Arat. Up the wall, and he comes down with the ball. Manu on the backhand. Arat is there. Jairo on the rebote, puts it to the inside. Arat's from the 10 line. Powerful, powerful forehand rebote stays in play by Benetrix. Jairo. Benetrix comes cross court to make that snag. Backhand, going back, coming out, and scoring. Well played by Benetrix. Benetrix and Arat's on the board with 2 points. Benetrix serves.
Yeah, that rebote just never really made its way out to Jairo. I mean, he was setting up for it at the 6 line, stopped right there, and just dropped about a few inches in front of him.
Benetrix, Arat's is making great stops in the back. Benetrix just fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Well, Benetrix would put a lot of pressure on you in the front court. I mean, he doesn't throw as many shots. He's not like top 5 in terms of kills, but he's relentless, and he'll just keep the pace up through the entire 3-set match if he needs to.
There's Arat's on the backhand. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Arat's is there. Manu from the 10 line. Manu down low in the corner. What a catch. Everything about that catch was complicated. The fact that it was in the corner and below his knees. What a catch. There's the backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Arat will take that on the bounce at the 8. Manu steps up. He goes wall to wall from the left side. Rebote coming out. Manu now from the 10 line. Back to the inside. Arat is there. Rotate right up the middle. Excellent catch by Arat.
Rotz calls for it. Here's the backhand. Jairo for the rebote. Jairo now has it on the right side. Powerful forehand. Caught by Rotz. Jairo gets in there, makes a save. Benetrix dealing with a floater. Good catch. Even better, Costi. 3 points for Benetrix and Rotz, the Devils. Benetrix serves.
Benetrix threw that one really well. Last season, Benetrix was, what, I think second overall in terms of most kills. This year, he's right up there with some of those top players again. I mean, he's 7th, tied with Douglas and Benny for 33 kills on the season. Don't usually see a lot from the Costado, so good that he scored that early on. Should give him some confidence moving through the end of this match.
Powerful serve by Benetrix. Here's a Rotz on the catch. Rotz to the back wall, out to the rebote. Played by Jairo. Rotz again. That ball's on the wall the entire way. Manu makes a spectacular catch. Manu again, this time from the 9 line. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Jairo. Rotz with a hop, makes the catch. Jairo got the ball. Here's a Benetrix. Inside placement will score. Well done. 4 points for Benetrix and Rotz. Benetrix serves.
And it's just one rebote that doesn't have a lot of zip off the back wall. Jairo kind of lays it up, and Benetrix makes him pay. You know, there's so few opportunities when you get to the Division II, Division I level of doubles. It really puts pressure on converting those. Benetrix did a great job there, and again from the Costado, this time to the inside, forcing Jairo to cover the entire width of the court.
Low runner by Manu, scooped up deep by Rotz. Rebote forehand. With control, straight to the back wall. Jairo makes a fine save. Rotz, difficult catch. Backhand from the 9. Wall to wall, out to the rebote. Oh, what a catch in the corner by Rotz. Rotz again, backhand. Benetrix with a leap, makes the catch. Powerful backhand, stays away from the overhead screen, floating on the rebote. Jairo sends it back. Benetrix calls for it. Play to the inside, big bounce brought down by Manu. Rotz at the 10 line, takes it in the air. Along the wall it goes all the way to the rebote, played by Jairo. Oh, that ball came off the side wall a little more than Benetrix was expecting. Will be no shutout in the first set. Jairo and Manu are on the board with a point. Jairo serves.
Well, this goes back to even some days in Magic City. Jairo's forehand rebote is as good as anybody's, but what it is he generates a lot of spin, so that kick off the side wall is a little more dramatic. We saw Rotz, he's made like 3 or 4 adjustments. It's kind of eating him up inside, and right there, that tripped up Benetrix, the same type of play. Finally getting the Cyclones on the board here in set number 1.
Fine serve by Jairo. Powerful backhand by Rotz. Rebote forehand. Now by Jairo. Benetrix mid-court backhand from the 7. Rotz in the corner again. Tremendous catch. Manu now from the 8 line. Powerful throw. Rebote by Benetrix on the forehand. Manu again, straight to the back wall. Rebote left side for Benetrix. Big bounce brought down by Manu. Aratz advances, makes the catch. Low runner picked off in the front court by Jairo. Aratz is there, backhand. That ball clips. Manu catches it in the air. Forehand high. Caught by Aratz on the right side. Manu again. Here's the backhand. Rotate. The rebound off the back wall. Played on the left side of Benetrix. Manu. Backhand. Rotate forehand save. Benetrix has it on the right side. Cortada stopped before crossing the wall by Jairo. Powerful forehand rebote by Benetrix. Jairo's got it, sends it back. Aratz is there. Aratz pulls that off the wall. Left side. The runner by Benetrix will score. 5 points for Benetrix and Aratz. Possible set point. Benetrix has been able to find some spots that, I mean, good luck trying to find a spot with Jairo Manu.
Well, it's because he's relentless, and his activity up there in the front court, I mean, he plays the same from the first point to the last of a third set. He's just trying to get in there, putting balls into the corner when he can, getting them on the bounce. And look, even Manu on this court, you're going to see a few more missed balls than we saw before. The catching is just more difficult ball to ball.
Rebote inside, big bounce brought down by Manu at the 10. Aratz on the catch, backhand to the inside, crossing the wall deep. Manu's there. Rebote for Jairo at the side wall. That's a good play. Benetrix eyes on the ball. Backhand follows to the left side of Manu. Jairo takes this one in the air, backhand to the outside, actually in the middle of the court. But a catch by Aratz. Aratz will score. Point and set for Benetrix and Aratz. They take the first set 6-1, 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out, play our next set.
Well, Benetrix and Aratz, boy, the Devils really needed that performance. 6-1, they take the opening set of match number 2. Hoping to tie up the game day. The Cyclones already with a win under their belt. Jedin and Unda took down Benny and Rock to get the day started. See Benetrix making his way back there. Really well played in that first set. And how about Aratz, Stu? I mean, the backorder, when you don't talk about a backorder, that's usually a sign that they're either doing really well. It's usually really well because they're doing really badly. We would probably bring it up. But Aratz today, more the former. He is catching just everything in the corner, no fear. And that's what the Devils were hoping for when they brought him over. I mean, it was just a swap with Nicholas and Aratz, and you know, his catching has been right up there. I mean, top 3 is Aratz in catch rate, right up there with Manu and Nicholas.
Putting it back on the side wall after he catches it, crossing the side wall, positioning's impeccable. I mean, that's Aratz. That's absolutely Aratz. But again, Benetrix's ability to find, again, that low runner to be put inside. I mean, Manu is a wall. And to give him trouble on anything is, you know, really, really difficult.
Yeah, low runner inside, but you have to make sure that the backcourt doesn't catch it in the air. I mean,
well,
it's got to touch the floor, right?
It has touched the floor right in front of a back. And Manu, his positioning is among the best in all of Jai-Alai, not just here.
Sure.
So it's very hard to make that work with him because you could throw it anywhere in his general vicinity. He's going to catch it either in the air or on the bounce.
Yeah, we said at the beginning, you know, Jairo Manu just 1-3 in their 4 matches this season. Their lone win came against Lalu and Nicholas. That was over a month ago, and it was 6-4, 6-5 in straight sets. beyond that, they lost to Benetrix and Benny in a third set, 6-4. Alex and Manny, 6-2 in a third set. And they lost to Lalu and Nicholas in the rematch, 6-4 in a third set. You know, before, when I think the catching was a little bit, the rates were higher at the other facilities. So again, you can probably rely a little bit more on just catching and throwing and trying to outlast your opponents. What we've seen here generally is the players that aren't really killing the point aren't winning, and that's starting to happen here with Jairo. I mean, he's lost 4 doubles matches in a row coming into this. His last doubles win was on February 18th. It's been over a month.
That's, I mean, really rare for Jairo.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back on track here. There's the serve, and set 2 is underway.
Robote comes to the middle of the court. Jairo makes the play. Benetrix attacking has a tip ball. First point of the second set goes to Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones.
And that will certainly help take some of the pressure off to begin this set for the Cyclones, but still, it's how do you score? I mean, how do you put points up on the board? And for Jairo, that's been the question throughout his time here in Battle Court and with the program. He doesn't have one of the best costados for his rank. He plays a lot of right side. And when you're not putting any pressure on the defense and allowing Benetrix to play to the inside here and play so aggressively, I don't know if that's going to work out all too well. Didn't in the first set, but doesn't mean it won't in set 2.
Here's Rotz on the backhand from the 8 line. Robote forehand. Rotz is there, backhand. Does not pass. Manu from deep in the backcourt. Robote forehand by Benetrix crossing the wall and caught by Manu. Oh, what a catch by Jairo against the wall. That right side took off, though, hit the overhead screen. Tied up 1-1. Benetrix serves.
You just can't open up the right side like you could before. I mean, there has to be just a little bit of thought where the control is concerned. And that one escaped, kicked up, and you know where it's going to go, right in that overhead screen and out of play. We've seen it every game day this year.
There's the backhand by Manu right to the corner, out to the Robote, and Benetrix is there. Manu calls for the catch. Powerful backhand from the 8 line. Rotz with a hop in the corner. Manu behind the 10 line. Here's the backhand. Powerful backhand. Robote. That rebound off the back wall comes out. Benetrix looking for the big bounce at the side wall. And Manu makes a spectacular catch. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Manu from the 8 line. Rotz in the corner. A beautiful catch again. Here's Manu. Rotz with a hop in the corner again. Robote forehand. Passes the front quarter. Picked up on the bounce. Deep in the backcourt by Manu. 2 alls out. 2 points for Jairo Manu. Jairo serves.
Now Benetrix went for that one. You know, 2 all off the Robote, trying to catch Jairo a little bit out of position. That was just an inch or 2 wide. Very close.
Here's the backhand by Rotz. Catch by Manu deep in the backcourt. Powerful backhand by Manu. Robote forehand by Benetrix. Jairo's there. Rotz from the 8 line. Another powerful backhand by Manu. This ball kicks up. Manu takes it on the right side. Big right side by Manu. Jairo with the catch in the air at the 6. Manu into the corner. Aratz is there. Manu again, this time at the 10 line. Rebote left side by Benetrix. Rebote forehand by Benetrix, dropping. Picked up by Manu off the bounce.
I think Manu very content, just sending these high, letting Benetrix rebote because he's not doing a whole lot of damage on it. Jairo respecting the shot. He's stepping to the outside, and it's been great play by all 4 players.
Manu on the backhand from the 9 line.
Oof.
Rebote for the left side of Benetrix. Jairo will take that on the bounce. Sends it back. Aratz is there. Fine catch. Backhand. Little clip off the sidewall. Manu is there. Manu plays it low. Both players are there. Benetrix got to it. Low to the corner. And saved, but not hitting the front wall. 2-2. Benetrix serves for the Devils.
And quite the turnaround there for the Devils. Manu's got it on his forehand on the outside about the 9 line, and then 2 throws later, the Devils win that point. Great read by both of them moving up on that soft cortada, but again, you know, just got to do a little bit more with that shot, or at least not let Benetrix get it up there in the front court. Just send it high to pass and keep doing what they've been doing with the Devils on the back foot and not doing a whole lot offensively.
Benetrix makes a fine catch. He goes to the outside with this backhand. That's in play. Rebote by Jairo to the outside. Aratz is there. There's the backhand by Manu. Backhand 2-all. Scoop by Benetrix. The hard forehand follows. It's picked up by Manu and a beautiful catch. Low runner to the inside. Scooped up by Aratz. Manu in the corner. Phenomenal catch. Big backhand follows. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Caught by Benetrix. Benetrix back at the 8 line. Manu's there. Aratz from the 10. Manu on the left side. Low and hard to the inside. Scooped up by Aratz. Manu at the side wall. Backhand. Aratz on the forehand now. Jairo coming cross court. That ball's in his cesta. There's a catch by Jairo. Sends the costado towards the outside. Aratz is on it. Aratz goes for the placement. Light touch to the inside, scores. A 3rd point for Benetrix and Aratz, the Devils. Benetrix serves.
And again, Cyclones having the advantage on that point. Jairo's got a costado. 1 throw later, the Devils win that point again. I mean, that's such a good opportunity, and that's what it's pretty limiting in Jairo's game when you don't have a costado, you don't have the confidence to shoot a 2-all. Well, that kind of eliminates the inside, eliminates the pass, and eliminates a whole bunch of things that you can work off of that 2-all. And the Devils got another point.
Aratz with the powerful backhand, caught in the air by Manu. Manu wall-to-wall from the left side. Rotate forehand back to the inside, crossing. Caught well by Manu. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. Manu's there. Wall to wall again from the left side. Manu this time on the forehand. High and hard to the front wall. Manu from the 9 line. Headed for the corner. Aratz makes the play. Aratz again. Backhand. Oh, what a catch by Jairo. He pulled that off the sidewall. Aratz now from the 9 line. Powerful forehand rebote by Benetrix. Aratz now from the 9. Manu in the corner, fine catch. Big backhand follows. Wall-to-wall rebote coming out to the inside. Benetrix looking to get the big bounce. Brought in by Manu. Backhand. This one's going to the outside. Benetrix is on it. Sends this one to pass. What a throw. Manu reads it. Benetrix gets up there and throws the kill shot to score. Well done. 4 points for Benetrix and Aratz in the second set. Benetrix serves.
Another point here where the Cyclones like have so much control throughout the rally, and then it's just one throw here. You know, Manu goes for a 2-wall. You can't really do much with that anyway, and Benetrix makes him pay with the drop shot. But it starts up there in the front court with Jairo. I mean, Jairo this season's got 31 total kills. 17 of those have been cortadas, and he's only scoring 2 2-walls, which means there's not really a threat to be defending the outside all too much, which is exactly how Benetrix wants to play.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
You can't let Benetrix be this comfortable playing to the inner third, close to the side wall. I mean, okay, he's not doing a bunch of damage in terms of winners, but he's just relentless in his pace.
That ball drops in and scores. That's an ace. That is a 5th point for Benetrix and Aratz of the Devils here in the second set, giving the Devils possible match point.
I think back to the first point, too, where the Benetrix just gave the Cyclones a 1-0 lead. It's been dominant again for the Devils here in set 2.
Rebote left side. Drop shot.
Oh, not
will
gonna get
score.
There.
A 3rd point for Jairo and Manu. Still possible match point for the Devils.
You know, we get a shot, but here it is, you know, down 5-2 with the match on the line. It's kind of the same thing. I think I talked about it with Lalu and Stan. It's like you don't wait till you're down 5-2 and you're backed up on the ropes here. Start throwing a little earlier. And still in it, though. See if the Cyclones can fight their way back.
Big backhand follows. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side by Benetrix. Will score. Point, set, and match. A straight set victory for Benetrix and Aratz, the Devils, winning at 6-1, 6-3.
Yeah, the Devils really needed that one. Dominant win over Jairo and Manu to tie up this game day 1-1. Up next, we've got some singles. Division 5. Bradley will take on Kubala.
You have to win. Yes or yes.
Game day score reflecting that win by the Devils. Benetrix and Aratz tying this thing up 1-1. We've got some singles coming up next. Boy, it's been a really strong team for the Devils. Benetrix and Aratz now 4-2 overall, 3-2, and it's been Benetrix and Aratz together. It's really all you can hope for within that Devils team. You know, Benetrix has been a big bright spot. And as the Devils have kind of moved their way down the standings, we really haven't seen a whole lot of Benetrix playing in these game days. Early on, the Devils had Benny and Benetrix in a ton of matches, and then the last like 4 game days, it's been kind of limited, which is maybe why they've fallen off just a bit. Devils finding themselves in last place. You can see there on those standings, the Cyclones in second. But a win would go a long way. Just ask this Devils team last year. They were at the bottom for about half of the season. They made a late push and ended up as the 2nd seed. And a very similar team they brought back this year, so they can definitely come back. Some final throws in here before this Division 5 singles match, but first, we're going to hear from our winners, Benetrix and Arats. Incredible Hiram Manu, only 2 losses last season, and Benetrix and Arats and Benetrix and Benny. The Devils as a whole have already beaten them twice in this division. Just very surprising given what we've become used to with that team and those players. But we'll hear from the Devils here, Benetrix and Arats, after their win. Congratulations, guys. What a big spot for you guys, and you were able to deliver for your Devils. Benetrix, what was the key to the victory tonight?
To be consistent with Arats. I think it's our game, like to be inconsistent, don't make foul, just waiting for the opponents to make the foul, and that's what we did, I think, and I think we do great, and when we're playing like that, I think we're very tough to beat.
Yeah, and Arats, you have a lot of experience playing against both Jairo and Manu. What was some of the strategy you were thinking about to trying to limit their damage throughout the match?
Yeah, the strategy, like Benetrix said, was that catch, and then when he have the throw, because when you have to do the point, you have to kill the point, I think, and that's my strategy always. Depends what team we play, but I think that we can penetrate with that, so that's it.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, that was a great win for you. The game day's all tied up. Good luck the rest of the way. Thank you.
Put it up.
Starting the singles portion of tonight's game day, we got Division 5 between Bradley and Kubala.
2 conventional highlight players if I've ever seen them.
Absolutely right, Stu. Bradley this year off to a great start. He's 2-0. Kubala usually at the top of this group. It's been a struggle for him adjusting the Jam Arena. Kubala's 0-3. So 2 players on different trajectories here. And they got Bradley with control of the serve to begin our 3rd match of the day.
There's served by Bragley, a powerful one. We begin. Kubala from the backhand, stays to the inside. Bragley from the 8 line, wall to wall. Rebote coming way out. To the inside, the Rebote goes, takes a big bounce and scores. First point. This singles match goes to Kubala of the Devils. He serves.
I was talking to Kubala before this match, and he recognizes he's got to change his style up just a bit. He's going high to the inside and throwing shots when possible. This is a pretty good throw. You go high, the floaters are a little tougher for Bradley to handle on the catch.
Beautiful throw,
but
absolutely.
You can get it over his head like that and put one on the board. Well done.
Powerful forehand by Bragley. Rebote forehand with a twist. Bragley moves up, takes it on the left side. Backhand wall-to-wall Rebote coming way out. Ball on the Rebote. To the inside it goes. 2 points for Kubala. He serves. Bragley obviously prepared for a 2-0. Kubala is more than capable of throwing a 2-0. We've seen him throw a number of them. But, man, he put it right inside up the wall.
Well, that's why you don't want to feed the Rebote. You give it to Kubala in the middle of the court. It's basically like he's catching that in the air. He can put it inside. He can go with a 2-wall. And Bradley's expecting some sort of shot. He's way up there, like right behind Kubala, about the 6 line. And
I thought he was playing further up than usual.
Way further up than we're used to seeing. It could just be because of Kubala, not known for his power, but again, Kubala's got a 2-0 lead early.
Rebote forehand saved by Kubala. Stays inside. Bragley has it on the forehand. Picava, big bounce. Brought down by Kubala. Karen by Kubala. Lands in and scores. That's a 3rd point for Kubala of the Devils. He serves. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Kubala was very capable where this is concerned.
Kubala's known best for his catching, and that's how he kind of made his name in this group and how he's established himself as one of the best players in Division 5. And not known for the power, and that's pretty limiting out on this court. You can make up for it with the shots, and that's exactly what he's doing in this match. Not wasting any time, not exerting any extra energy, just shooting it, and so far it's worked out well.
Chick, Chack scores. Bragley's on the board with the point, and the serve for the Cyclones.
However, Bradley can do that. and that's the importance of protecting the chick-chack and the chula back there. That's almost like a layup for these guys. I mean, Bradley's power, he can get it there every time. Gets it over Kubala's head and touches the floor first. More times than not, that point's going to go Bradley's way.
Low hard serve by Bradley. Read and returned by Kubala. Rabote, forehand by Bradley. Kubala backing up, comes up with the catch. Light touch. Oh, Bradley's got it. Light touch. Drop shot. Scores. Well played. 2 points for Bradley of the Cyclones. He serves. Well, we know Bradley's foot speed is, really something else. So to throw something, he said hit pretty high up on the front wall.
Yeah. I like the thought, something.
I know you don't like them to flirt with the pad. Yeah.
The thought more of, I like the shot, like a soft cortada, but again, that one, as you said, it's a little high, and for Bradley,
and
he's
Bradley's
quick.
A little fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's quick. He's got long strides and he's fast, so then he gets it to it in a hurry. You just got to be careful when throwing these shots against him.
Kubala on the backhand, right for the corner. Rabote forehand. Beautiful play by Bradley. Hard to the inside. Bradley, what a catch on the left side. Kubala, he makes a tremendous save all the way from the 10 line. Hard throw will score from the forehand of Bradley. We are all tied up, 3-3. Bradley has the serve for the Cyclones.
And now when you see Bradley making those catches up in front of Kubala, I mean, Kubala was really scrambling, trying to get in position and make a save. There's just so much power. You got to commit inside or outside, and that time he just blew it by him to the outside. Just like that, tied up at 3-3.
Excellent serve by Bradley. Here's the backhand. Rotate forehand to the outside. Lands out of play. A 4th point for Bradley of the Cyclones. He serves.
Yeah, that came so quickly off the back wall and in on Kubala. All he could do is push that outside and land it out of play.
There's a backhand. Does not pass, but does not get into the cesta. 4-4 is the score. Kubala serves.
All right, well, Kubala desperately needed that point, and pretty simple. Just a miscatch by Bradley there on his right side. It's a huge break. You don't see that very often, and Kubala's got to take advantage. I mean, even with that kind of a lull midway through this first set, it's just tied up still.
Powerful throw by Bradley to pass. Chick-chack. Oh, my. That just missed Bradley and then changed gears and stayed in. Wow. Tremendous save by Kubala. Good effort by Bradley to try to get there. That's 5 points for Kubala. Possible set point.
Yeah, I mean, as that ball was coming off the back wall, I was hoping that either Kubala would switch to the forehand or Bradley was going to duck, or else that ball was coming right for his back. Fortunately, he ducked, and he took it on the right side, and well, Kubala got that point.
Forehand to pass. Kubala is there. Here's the backhand. Passes. Drops into the Chula. Wow. Point and set for Kubala of the Devils. He takes first set 6-4. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
So Kubala closes out the first set of that match here. So looking pretty good in singles to start off the day.
We know it's going to be a tough second set. And as I was sitting back here thinking about Jedden's earlier comment, something occurred to me.
Yeah.
If I were speaking to all of our players, my role as announcer or any other role that I might serve, I can now start off by saying, good evening, good afternoon, my unconventional conventionalists.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Do you know what that's from, Andrew?
No.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh.
Now you're looking at me saying, how the hell would you know about that? Right? You can't picture me in that environment, can you?
No, not really, but.
Good. That's the way it should be. Here we are back in the players' cage. Got Benatrix there sitting next to Kubala. Kubala, man, just all over every catch, doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he was saying, too, you know, when I was talking to him before the match. He's like, I just got to catch the ball. And, you know, the catching is so much more difficult here with this side wall. And then he's playing against a guy like Bradley who's got as much power as these guys in Division 1 and 2. It's like, well, how do you get back in the match? Well, precision, putting the ball right on the side wall, moving Bradley around a little bit more, and you see how it worked out there. Even with that bad stretch, middle of the set, he was still able to close it out and win 6-4. So
it's so difficult to keep the ball away from Bradley because Bradley's lateral movement is among the best of anyone. Here we are in the Cyclones half of the cage. See Bradley there in the middle. You see the unconventional Jedden there on the left of your screen. And the ultra-conventional and very funny Inaki.
Inaki's coming up next for the first time. Inaki Manu against Echeverry Arats. Division 1 doubles coming up next. Heard the whistle. Means our second set's just about ready to begin. Players making their way out there, and it will be Bradley with control of the serve to begin set 2.
We are ready to begin our second set of this singles match. Bradley will have the serve for the Cyclones.
And for how much Kubala has struggled in singles and how well Bradley has played, this is a pretty big spot for Kubala to try to close this match out and get his team the second win of the day. I think coming into it, they were expecting Bradley to really dominate with his power, but that has not been the case so far. But set 2, we'll see how it goes.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Kubala on the catch. Here's the backhand. To the back wall, Rabote for Bradley. A little too hard, that hit the overhead screen. Kubala gets the first point. The second set, he serves.
And you're starting to see some of the differences skill-wise from front and back quarters. I mean, Bradley is as prototypical back quarters they get, and typically don't have a lot of practice with the Rabotes, and he's looked extremely uncomfortable every time he's turned his back to the front wall. Again, 2 haven't even reached, and that one up high, not a play.
Great catch by Bradley. Powerful forehand. Kubala, 2-all, light touch. Bradley gets out there. Drop shot. Cortada. Very well done. 1-1. Bradley serves. I was just about to say, just in case Bradley does watch replays, I think he looks fantastic every time he turns around to throw Rabote. Just for the record.
Well, look good on that one, throwing that big right side. You got to pass on the first throw.
For the record, Andrew's the one who said you did not look good when you went.
And I think he might be the first one to tell you. I mean, look, he'd rather catch the ball in the air and just fire it with the right side.
Well, if there's any flying marinara, I just don't want it to be towards me. Here's the catch by Kubala backhand.
My backpack's under my desk, so. I think
what a catch by Bradley against the side wall. That's just beautifully played. Here's Kubala reaching way overhead. Rabote. Kubala looking for the rebote.
Oh, it hit.
Oh, just enough contact. That scores. 2 points for Kubala. He serves.
Wow. I mean, that happened on the carom earlier. Didn't think it was going to stay in. And on that rebote, just kept climbing up to the front wall and just touched. And maybe that's part of the reason why Bradley's been like right on top of Kubala throughout the match. He knows that if he's making these saves, they're going just above the pad, and you got to be moving up already or else you're not going to get there.
A fine serve by Kubala. That's a
Holy cow, that was way up there.
wow. At such a powerful backhand. That hits the rail above the back wall, which is out of play. Damn, you're strong.
Yeah, I say you lose.
Sorry, LA, but damn, you're strong. Okay, 3 points for Kubala. He serves.
Obviously, you lose the point, but it's pretty cool that you can throw it that hard. I'm sure he would take the point, though. 3-1 now. Kubala starting to get a little more comfortable here.
Bradley makes the catch, rifles it up the middle, and it scores. 2 points for Bradley. He serves.
Yeah, if Bradley goes low, he's got to make sure that ball touches the floor because that was a pretty simple catch for Kubala. He just dropped it. Came right to him, waist level, left side. I mean, that's his. I don't see many misses there. Just Bradley's second point now. And back with the serve.
Low hard serve coming in is stopped by Kubala and a beautiful catch. Gets the backhand off. Rebote at the sidewall is hooked. A 4th point for Kubala in the second set. He serves.
You see, Bradley tried to take that rebote on the right side, but he was running out of space because he was so close to the side wall. Couldn't get enough on it and ended up dropping it right in that pad. I mean, Kubala knows how important it is to pass, especially when he's receiving, and he's done a great job of not overcomplicating the strategy. And I think Kubala's back there by the chief judge. Yeah, getting it reinforced. I hear tape.
That is tape being, you can see him bending over. This is not so much an equipment timeout, but it is an equipment timeout. He's getting his cesta reinforced. And look, catching balls being fired by Bradley, I totally get it. I mean, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to break the basket, I mean, we just saw him hit the back wall, that back net in the air.
Yeah.
Just a quick little fix there. Kubala ready to get back out, and he does have the serve leading 4-2.
Well, you knew Rock had to be involved in some way in helping, and of course he held the divider back. For those of you who don't know, Rock is one of the best people, one of the best humans I've met. Joking aside, 100%. There's a serve by Kubala. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Andrew's like top 5.
Well, I use one source, and that's Rebote Analytics. So unless they tell me that he's the best guy, I'm going to wait to hear from Ethan. But I think he would agree.
He better, otherwise his stats suck. Okay. There's a serve by Kubala. Second serve is good. Bradley from the forehand. Great catch. Rebote. That took a funky bounce off the side wall and scores. Bradley has 3 points and the serve for the Cyclones.
Yeah, that ball was moving as Kubala was trying to play the Rebote, like cutting to the outside. Very wonky bounce.
It's funny. I don't think that I use that term wonky, but that's like the only outside of here or there. But it's the one thing that, it's an unpredictable bounce. It does something you don't expect it to do. Beautiful serve by Bradley, low and hard. That's a nice catch in return by Kubala. Bradley powerfully from the forehand goes wall to wall. Rebote up the middle to the forehand of Bradley. Powerful forehand coming out to the Rebote off the side wall. Kubala makes a save.
Cleared.
That's in play. Powerful throw. Kubala with the catch. Here's the forehand trying to pass. Bragley makes the catch. Backhand. Powerfully, powerfully, powerfully thrown. Landing in. Kubala that hit the overhead screen. Tremendous effort by Kubala. Excellent play by Bragley. 4-4 is the score. Bragley serves.
Yeah, Kubala was trying to send it up high over Bradley's head. That was an unfortunate bounce off the front wall. That didn't look like it escaped so much, and that was exactly what Kubala was trying to do. That's a tough one. Now tied up here, and Bradley gaining more and more confidence.
The ace for Bragley will give him 5 points in the second set. Possible set point. Of course, Bragley gets this. That will force a third decisive set.
Yeah, and Kubala's handled a bulk of these serves so far, but they've not been easy.
The serve is coming so fast. I mean, just so fast and low. Kubala makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Bragley at the sidewall. Tremendous catch. Big, big backhand. Rebote coming all the way out. Kubala, light touch. Bragley reads it. The 2-all will score. We are at 5-5 in the second set. So if Kubala wins this point, he will win the match. If Bragley wins this point, for the Cyclones, we'll move on to a third and decisive set. Look at that 2-all. Look how this opens up.
So much control on that Rebote, too. Just because he's falling down, that's exactly how he throws it.
And that's what we mean when we say open up. When the ball hits the ground, so it's hit the sidewall, it's hit the front wall, it hits the ground, and shoots out. You see how it just shoots away from your opponent. That's what opening up is.
The key to this point is this first throw by Bradley. What's he going to do with it? Can he pass? We'll set up the rest. 5-5, Kubala could end it. He's got it on the right side.
Powerful forehand by Bragley. Rebote coming out. Kubala hangs in there. Light touch. Oh, what a catch by Bragley. Bragley rifles this one. Rebote coming out. Kubala eyes on the Rebote, puts it inside.
Ooh.
Powerful forehand will score. Point and set 4. Bragley. Move on to a third and decisive set in just 2 minutes.
Bradley able to take that second set 6-5. So a third set coming up here to decide match 3. Even game day. Cyclones clapping it up for Bradley's. He's going back to the bench, and well, they needed that to stay in this one.
I don't think that I've ever seen applause in the players' cage before. Have you?
That's rare. That was a full one. Whole team. Hyro over there. Jedden's got the fresh towel, some refreshments. Well, they know it's at stake. I mean, if Bradley can win this one, just really sets up the rest of the day for these Cyclones. They got Inaki and Manu against Echeverry and Arats coming up next. Cyclones, I mean, pretty big favorite in that one. And then you got Unda against Benetrix in singles. I mean, Benetrix still, I mean, not going to declare who exactly would be favored there, but Benetrix is undefeated in singles in his career in battle court, so hard to say he's going to be the underdog there. And then the Division 4 match, Hyro and Bradley against Echeverry and Kubala, pretty even as well. So if you look at this one, match 3 here, sets up the day for both teams, and Bradley kept him in it.
Here we are on the Cyclones' half of the players' cage. No beach ball for the Cyclones.
Well, there you see it over the shoulder, but
that's not
different
their beach
vibe.
Ball, though. That is definitely the Devils' beach ball.
No, that is a different vibe for that Cyclones team.
I think that may be a gift from the general manager, if I'm not mistaken, of the Cyclones, of the Devils, rather.
Oh, the beach ball?
The beach ball.
Yeah, it could have been.
It seems like something that the general manager would do. Yeah.
Right. No, just trying to keep it light amidst some struggles.
Exactly.
You know, that seems right up her alley. I agree.
Exactly.
Maybe a little pool chair in the background or something. Oh, and we're getting word that did they plant the beach ball? We're hearing the Cyclones brought it and put it on the Devils side of the bench. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's.
My goodness. Conspiratorial nonsense in the World Jai-Alai League will not be tolerated. That's what it's like to work with me, folks, just in case anybody was interested.
Well,
Is
it's
it not?
simple. You know, you just
Yeah, show me
cut
the
it
video
off right
evidence
there.
and I'll
That's
believe
it.
it after
Yeah.
that.
There you go.
We're ready to move on to our third and final set. First player to reach 6 points will win the match. Kubala has the serve for the Devils. What a catch by Bragley. Powerful forehand follows. Robote to the inside. Light touch on the Robote. Bragley read that perfect. Has it on the right side. Powerful
Coming
forehand.
back out, though.
2-all. Bragley's there. Right side. Rifle to the inside to score. First point of the decisive third set goes to Bragley of the Cyclones.
And truthfully, Kubala has yet to handle his power low and hard to the inside. If I'm Bradley, I'm not elevating any of these forehands, just like he did there on that last throw.
Absolutely.
Low to the inside,
Don't
beat
feed
Kubala
the
to the
Robote.
net. No.
Don't feed the Robote.
It's kind of the only hope for Kubala. He's actually made some shots off of it, and it's keeping him in it.
Kubala is capable of throwing it inside. He's capable of throwing it 2-all. He's capable of throwing it just
And Kubala reads the ball well enough, too, that
really well.
yeah, you send the Robote way deep, he's going to know where to be, and he doesn't take too many extra steps.
Fault, under serve. Second serve, must be good. It's rather fortunate the front court judge could even see that to call that.
Yeah.
That was
a bullet.
Yep, that was coming fast. Excellent catch by Kubala off a beautiful serve by Bragley. Bragley makes the catch on the inside. Big right side. He's going wall to wall. Robote coming out. Kubala right up the middle. Catch by Bragley. Karen by Bragley will score. That's a second point for Bragley. Of the Cyclones, he serves.
Well, and again, you know, that carom gives Kubala a chance to make a play outside. I mean, he was right there in position. Ball just went under his cesta. He was surprised as anybody.
Doesn't really open, but it's coming hard and fast enough, and surprisingly enough, to score. Excellent catch. Nice return by Kubala. Bragley on the forehand. Big right side coming out to the Robote. Kubala lines up. Robote save. That's going to score on the 2-all. Beautifully executed by Kubala of the Devils. He serves. This is what we were talking about before.
Same exact throw. That ball's opening to the outside. He goes to the floor.
That's beautiful.
2 walls, and it opens up wide.
Just so well done by Kubala.
That's been his best offense. I mean, if Bradley could just trap Kubala deep here in the corner between the 8 and 10 line, he's not going to do really any damage. You give it to him there off the Robote, well, he can do something. We've seen it now twice.
Powerful forehand. Robote. Up the middle. Scoop attempt is missed mid-court. We're tied up 2-2 in the third and decisive set. Kubala serves.
Now, where Bradley is standing, that's pretty good positioning if Kubala lays up a Robote. It's not great positioning if Kubala can get some power behind a throw. It leaves himself kind of in no man's land to handle a tough scoop. That time just missed it. Just when it feels like Kubala is kind of out of the match, he goes on a nice run, tied up here now 2-2.
Excellent serve by Kubala, crossing the wall. Bragley sends it back. Kubala takes it in the air. Backhand. Robote floating on the wall. Difficult save made by Bragley.
That was a really tough one.
Kubala again to the back wall. Robote. Robote forehand. Scoop by Kubala. That was really well done.
Yeah.
Robote forehand by Bragley. Kubala. Passes and scores. A third point for Kubala. Of the Devils, he serves.
goes high to the inside and crosses that side wall. That's really not a throw that Bradley's had to deal with in this match, and didn't really line it up too well as it crossed the side wall, snuck by, and the rebote wasn't there to be played.
Well, Kubala had like no room to maneuver either. I mean, Bradley was, well, there.
Yeah.
Just there. Backhand by Bradley. Powerfully thrown high and hard to the back wall.
Watch
Kubala, 2-all. Bradley read it, stops it, rifles this one, and scores. 3-3. We're tied up in the third set. Bradley serves. Exciting match, huh?
Very fun. Back and forth the whole way. That 2-all just not opening up nearly as much as the others. I mean, Bradley's got that without even going to the wood. Pretty catchable coming back to Kubala, but again, that's 1,005 miles per hour right at his feet.
Yeah, these are the ones that have been making our cestas a little more fragile than we've experienced.
Manny just watching this match, and he can't even look. Oh, goodness. Another one.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. I mean, it really does look, there have been, you know, comparisons made by rules and other lines and stuff like that to other sports, tennis. It really looks like Bradley is like setting up for a tennis serve. Time that he puts into it. I mean, it's a different motion, but.
Yeah.
Second serve is good. There's the backhand by Kubala. Dropping low on the back wall. Rebote, that's nicely turned by Bradley. Powerful forehand. Will score. 4 points for Kubala of the Devils. He serves.
And again, like that throw, Bradley in the middle of the court, go high. As long as he doesn't catch that ball in the air, it's going to be very difficult for him to save the rebote, and if he does, it's going to be very defensive. I mean, Bradley not known, I mean, I can't remember the last time he's thrown a shot off the rebote either, so, you know, pretty safe if you send it over his head.
Bradley from the left side. Here's the backhand, powerfully thrown. Wall to wall, rebote for Kubala. Bradley, fine catch, powerful throw. Oh, juggling ruled.
Yeah.
On the catch. That is a 5th point for Kubala of the Devils. Possible set, possible match point.
Yeah, saw the ball enter the basket, and very quickly that ball appeared on the tip of the cesta. A lot of times that is a juggle, but I mean, we won't really know until we see a replay. And the front judge has a much better look than we do back here. Yeah, you see it for a second there. Yeah, he just caught it deep, and next thing I knew, it was right by the tip. Yeah, that's close.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Bradley advances, takes this on the right side. Big forehand. Rebote coming out. Kubala makes the save. Here's Bradley aggressively. Powerful forehand. Wall to wall. Kubala again. 2-all. Bradley comes up with the catch. Rifles this one back to score. A 4th point for Bradley of the Cyclones in the 3rd and decisive set.
Well, Kubala goes for it there. It's a little bit of a 2-wall, but not nearly enough. And look how quickly Bradley gets that off. So smart. He recognizes Kubala's on the ground, get it off quick. He really can't make a play, and he does so.
Beautiful serve and a fine catch and return. Rote saved by Bragley. He made the play, and he scores. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 5-5 in the third and decisive set. This is match point.
Well, talking about Bradley's rebote earlier, that was his best one of the match. Got enough power on it, landed it just in front of Kubala's feet. Made that catch extremely difficult. All comes down to this, 5-5 in a third set. We've played just 1 point shy of the 33 maximum. What a match this has been. One team going to take a 2-1 lead after it.
Kubala on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote save. Low and inside. Kubala gets it on the bounce. Looks to pass. Bragley with the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote for Kubala. 2-0 caught the pad. Point in a phenomenal match played. Bragley wins it for the Cyclones. 6-5 in the third set.
Wow, what a match. Final point of the third set, and Bradley completes the comeback. 6-5, 6-5 in the last 2 sets to win that match. Switching gears here, going back to doubles Division I matchup. Inaki and Manu will take on Etcheberry and Arats.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida. Only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back to $100.
Joined by our winner there, Bradley. What a match that was. I mean, you're down to triple match point there. Kubala's got the lead 5-3. How are you able to close it out there in that third set, Bradley?
Just do what I do best and, try to overpower them, put everything into every throw I have.
Awesome, Bradley. Well, it worked out for you very well. What a match, and now 3-0 in singles after that win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've got some doubles Division I. Coming up next, Inaki and Manu ready to take on Etcheberry and Arats. Inaki and Manu 4-1 record so far this season. One of the best records in all of Battle Court Division I. Only suffered 1 loss. That came in straight sets against Urrutia and Nicholas. That was back just a couple weeks ago. And for this Devils team, boy, it's been a little bit of a struggle for them. They beat Gaucheri and Ubia back on February 27th. But since that point, they've lost 3 matches, all of which have been straight set defeats. The matchup to watch here, front court. It's Inaki against Etcheberry. For this Devils team, just looking for Etcheberry to take that next step. Last season, which was his first year in Battle Court, about the midway point of the year, there was a very clear turn where Etcheberry started to figure things out. He got a few wins under his belt, and the results started to show. But since he's come over here to Jam Arena, just haven't quite seen that same level of comfort, and it's just been a struggle in both singles and doubles. So this is a good opportunity to get back on track for Etcheberry and Arats, but they got their hands full with this Inaki Manu team.
No question about that, Andrew. I mean, Inaki and Manu just play so well. Apart from being top players, they just play so well together.
And these two teams played back on, what was that, February 24th, and it was a straight set win for Inaki and Manu, 6-3, 6-3. So again, 3 of the, let's try that again, Stu. It was 4 of the 5 losses for this Devils team. Etcheberry and Arats have come in straight sets. The only one that wasn't a straight set loss was their first match of the year against Zuleika and Omega Reina. That was over a month ago. See if they can do it here. Will be the Cyclones with the serve. That's Inaki and Manu.
We're ready to begin our next match. Inaki has the serve for the Cyclones. There's the serve. We begin. Hard serve stopped. at the back wall by Rats. Rebote for Iñaki. Rats on the backhand. To the back wall. Iñaki's looking for the rebote. High bounce to the inside. Rats stops it on the forehand. Manu takes that one in the air. Rats now from the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Here's the backhand by Etcheberry. Oh, Manu's in the corner. Great play. Etcheberry looking for the rebote. Manu comes over the top from the right side. Rats is there. Rebote. Rebote left side. Beautifully played up the wall. What a throw by Iñaki. First point of this match goes to the Cyclones, Iñaki and Manu.
The last game day, Iñaki played so well in singles. I mean, he was as aggressive as we've ever seen. And I think he needs to play that way here in doubles, too. I mean, Jairo Manu lacking a little bit of offense here with Iñaki. He's got more costado. He uses a little bit more. And he's, again, compared to Jairo, Iñaki, much more of a shot maker up there in the front. See how Etcheberry can handle it so far. Cyclones with that 1-0 lead.
It's an excellent serve by Iñaki. Ball caught on the forehand of Manu. Manu high and hard at the front wall, crossing in the back. Rebote to the inside by Etcheberry. Pulled off the wall by Manu on the left side. Etcheberry looking for the rebote. Back to the inside. Scoop attempt tipped. 1-1. Etcheberry serves.
Well, that's a great rebote for Etcheberry. Threw it hard right at Manu's feet. He was a little late to react. He was kind of stuck in position and just didn't move up on that ball.
I mean, like real rare for Manu.
And he was kicking himself afterwards because he knew just a step up, half a step, and he can handle that a little bit easier.
It's a hard serve by Etcheberry. Backhand by Manu goes wall-to-wall. Rebote for Etcheberry to the inside. Manu's there with a hop. Powerful backhand follows wall-to-wall from the left side. Rats backhand from the 9 line. Oh, Rats goes down in the corner. Juggling is ruled. That's the second point for Iñaki and Manu. Iñaki serves. Rats obviously not pleased with that call. Juggling ruled. I mean, that was a difficult catch regardless. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Rats on the backhand to the inside. Powerfully thrown. Manu is there. Oh, Rats in the corner. Tremendous catch. Rebote forehand. Iñaki makes the catch. Costello 2-all. He's out. 2-2. Etcheberry serves. That's one of those where Etcheberry gets trapped on the inside. Iñaki has the 2-wall wide open. He just overthrew it.
Yeah.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Manu on the backhand. Rebote. Etcheberry to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Manu. Rebote to the outside. Actually midcourt. Etcheberry puts it in the air. Manu's there. Manu to the inside, fine catch. Big backhand follows, wall to wall from the left side. Arats at the back wall, backhand. Oh, what a catch by Arats. Bullet coming to the corner, he stopped it. Robote from the forehand of Iñaki. Robote forehand by Etcheberry. Iñaki makes the catch. Hard to the inside he goes. Arats is there. Manu calls for the catch. Backhand from the 8 line. See that communication right there, Andrew, is what I was talking about before. They move in sync together so well. Here's a backhand by Manu. Arats is there. Arats again from the left side. Manu pulls it off the wall at the 10 line. Into the corner it goes, out to the rebote, fired from the forehand of Etcheberry. Iñaki rebote, that kicks to the inside. Arats is there. Ball tipped off the scoop attempt. 3 points for the Devils. Etcheberry and Arats. Etcheberry serves.
Perfect little low runner to the inside that time, executed by Arats. Very rare we've seen Manu struggle on the bounce like this, but it's been a couple of scoops, even dating back to that first match, that just haven't gone in the basket. Smart throw, and see if they keep attacking him that way. I mean, there's no need to throw a shot really to the outside if you can just attack inside and make life difficult for these backcourters.
It's a powerful backhand by Manu. Robote, back kicked up. Manu takes it in the air. Powerful throw by Arats. Naki looking for the bounce. Arats advances, takes it in the air. Manu advances, scoops it on the left side. Etcheberry looking for it. That kicks up right to the left side of Manu. Low bullet, stopped in the air by Etcheberry. Robote forehand now by Iñaki. Manu from the 9 line. Etcheberry playing deep, makes the catch. Hard throw. Oh, what a catch by Manu before it crossed the wall. Arats with a leap makes the catch. Backhand again by Arats in the corner. Oh. What a stop by Manu. Late notice, he still made the play. Arats returns it from the forehand. Iñaki back to the 7 line. Powerful backhand by Iñaki. Manu back to the inside, takes it in the air. What a catch again by Arats. Forehand Robote at the side wall, just missed. We're all tied up 3-3. Iñaki serves.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, something that I noticed just watching this match is the Robotes for Etcheberry. He plays more left side Robote than just about anybody on this roster, and way more than anyone in this top group. I mean, you look at his numbers, his forehand rate is the lowest. I mean, he's 25th out of 37 qualifying players, and the only front quarter who's lower than him is Gaucheri. Etcheberry around 27% of the time throwing forehands, and I think that's just a style issue. I think you see a lot of these top front quarters throw a lot more right side, especially off the Robote. That's where we've seen a lot of scores in the corner.
There's no question that you have players that are just, whether it's confidence or efficacy, prefer one side versus the other.
It's like in basketball. There's some players that prefer to go right. There's some players that prefer to go left, and it's just a style thing.
Etcheberry back to the inside. Here's the backhand by Manu, powerfully thrown.
But I think when you're throwing those left side Robotes, you can't do as much damage. You can really do it with the bounce, but you can't do it just off the catch. It's a lot easier than those right sides that cross the wall.
No, you can go back through the history of Jai-Alai and look at mention any front quarter.
Yeah.
Which side did they prefer? Yeah. And it's very rare that you come across someone who was just, he was the same on both sides. That's a very rare conversation. Or comment, anyway. Yeah. Powerful backhand by Manu. Robote left side to the inside. Manu powerfully high and hard to the back wall. Etcheberry looking for the Robote. Powerfully big bounce. Stopped by Manu. Etcheberry calling for the Robote. Aratz from the 9 line. Iñaki backing up. Backhand from the 8 line, wall to wall. Robote coming out. Big backhand by Manu. Robote to the left side of Etcheberry. That kicks up. Does not pass Manu. Manu right to the corner. Etcheberry goes for the 2-wall. Stopped by Iñaki. Cortada by Iñaki will score. 4 points for the Cyclones. Iñaki and Manu. Iñaki serves.
Well, Inaki's one of the more patient front quarters that we have in battle court. I mean, he'll make the most of his touches, but he'll also wait for the opponent to make a mistake, just like Etcheberry did there. It's a 2-wall off the Robote, but one that doesn't open up enough. Inaki's got it on the right side from the outside. So many options. Just rips a cortada, and it scores.
To illustrate your point from before, watch Etcheberry when he's waiting for the Robote.
Yeah.
His posture is so much more comfortable on the left side and natural than it is on the right side.
Yeah, and that one that he missed, I know it was right on the side wall, but again, that was a right side Robote.
Here's the backhand by Aratz. Manu stops it at the back wall. Hard throw. Aratz is there. Big backhand by Manu. Robote. Robote left side. Iñaki takes it on the bounce. Cortada. It's pulled off the side wall by Etcheberry. Robote forehand, high and hard to the inside. Manu takes it in the air. This Robote is coming back out. Iñaki picks it in the air, backhand. Aratz from the 10 line. Manu deep in the backcourt, comes out on the left side. Little clip, straight to the back wall. Robote coming out. Powerful Robote clears. Robote.
Watch this one. Yep.
Not coming out. 4-4 is the score. Etcheberry serves.
Well, it's a Robote that kicks up off the front wall, so you know that next bounce is going to be a little bit unpredictable. When it touches the floor, that's when you see those high floaters. It touches floor, then back wall. It just kicks way up high. Iñaki was going to where he thought the Robote would be, and it dropped right between both Iñaki and Manu.
Powerful throw by Manu. Oh, what a catch by Aratz. This ball goes to the outside, way outside. Etcheberry gets out there. Manu backing up, picks it up on the forehand. That's a beautiful catch.
Oh, goodness.
Such a difficult catch by Aratz. Perfect positioning. Here's Manu from the 8. Robote left side for the high bounce. Cut off in the air by Iñaki. Big backhand by Manu. Robote comes to the left side of Etcheberry. That kicks up.
All right, watch
passes.
This one. Yep,
floater.
again.
Oh, Manu made the save. Etcheberry at the side wall. What a catch by Iñaki. Overhead. Heads for the corner. Etcheberry's calling for it. It dies. Coming out of the Robote. That's 5 points for Iñaki and Manu. Possible
set point.
Well, how the Cyclones were feeling after that last point, that's exactly how the Devils are feeling after this one. I mean, really nothing they could do, just a rebote that dies off the back wall, and those are so frustrating. Inaki Manu step out ahead, a chance to close out the set right here.
Rotz from the left side. Stopped by Manu at the 10-line backhand to the inside. Rotz is there. Manu to the corner. Comes out on the backhand. That clears the overhead screen. High bounce. Etcheberry. That did not clear the overhead screen. Point and set to Iñaki. And Manu. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our second set.
Boy, and that overhead screen has just killed Etcheberry this season. Well, first of all, out of play, Etcheberry's thrown more balls out of play than any other player in Battle Court. That is his 27th ball thrown out of play. Second place is Gaucheri, who's got 20. The out of play rate of over 6% is really just, I mean, unmatched as a top level front quarter. Yeah, our Gaucheri. Yeah, well, throws a lot out because he makes a lot of shots too. So, you know, kind of that's where you. Well, well, I'm glad you brought that up, Stu, because listen to the names up here at the top of the out-of-play numbers. You got Etcheberry 1, Gaucheri 2, Douglas 3, Urrutia 4. You got Rock 5. Don't worry about him. Then you got Lalu, Alex, and Benetrix, okay? You get there's reason to worry about Rock being up that high, but don't worry in this case. But then you go over to the kills, okay? Total kills. Well, it's a lot of the same people. You got Iturbide 1, Alex 2, Urrutia 3, Lalu 4, Gaucheri 5, Zuleika 6, Douglas 7, and Benetrix 7. You have to go all the way down to 14th to find Etcheberry there. So that's kind of the issue. It's like he's not taking that many shots, and he's still throwing a lot out of play. That's the difference.
This Costado rebote that he throws has tremendous kick.
Yes.
Has tremendous kick to it. And this is something we've consistently seen. It's thrown beautifully as it leaves his cesta. It hits the wall. It looks like it's going to come, sorry folks, arrimada, but it's going to come straight up the side wall, which is a beautifully thrown Costado, yet it kicks up and hits the overhead screen. And that's a bit difficult because in that case, you're talking about muscle memory as far as like he's thrown the rebote on the left side, I don't know, 300,000 times. That
probably,
you know, since he was 5 or whatever it is. And to make that adjustment, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, and again, it's the kill rate, too, for Etcheberry that's just been killing him. I mean, he's 3rd from last. The only people with a lower kill rate is Jedden and Alex. And Alex doesn't really count because of his pace and how relentless Alex is. I mean, he's 2nd in terms of kills. He just throws a lot of shots, and he puts that much pressure on the opponents. I mean, you're looking at, like, you know, Jedden's around there, Correa's around there, Robin around there. So you're looking at, like, 5 or 6 level players, what we're seeing with Etcheberry's numbers. And against this top level, just got to be a little bit better. We'll see what they can do here in set number 2, though.
Ready to begin our second set. Etcheberry has the serve for the Devils.
And the last point I'll make, too, Etcheberry with more out of play balls than total kills this year. And he's the only player in Battle Court that has those types of stats.
Powerful serve by Etcheberry. We begin. Etcheberry calling for the rebote. Back to the inside. Iñaki cuts it off. To the corner it goes. Rotz is there. Rotz again. Backhand from the 9.
I mean, right here with these past 2 throws, Andrew, you can see the difference between putting it in the corner and keeping it close to the side wall versus a backhand that's in the middle of the court or even a foot away from the side wall.
Here's the backhand by Rotz. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote, left side, 2-all. Stopped by Iñaki on the forehand. Rebote, fired up the middle. Oh, what a catch by Iñaki. 2-all. Stopped, but not held on to on the left side of Etcheberry. First point of the second set goes to Iñaki and Manu.
And then on top of the fact that the shots aren't resulting in kills, it just seems like untimely shot making. I mean, right there, it's early in the point. He's close to the sidewall, and Iñaki's already on the move. Three things kind of working against him. He still shoots it, and then, 4 or 5 throws later, the point's over, and the Cyclones get it. It's not easy to kill the point out here, but this sidewall makes it a lot easier than before. But Etcheberry just hasn't quite found it yet. The Cyclones take advantage at the first point of set 2.
Aratz with a powerful backhand that goes into the corner. What a stop on the left side of Manu. Aratz with a hop makes the catch. See, before I called it a leap, it's really more of a hop. Robote, left side by Etcheberry, cut off by Iñaki. Aratz is there. Robote by Etcheberry. Manu advances. Here's the backhand. This one goes to the inside, kicks up, and Manu stops it with the scoop. Aratz at the back wall. Great catch. Robote for Iñaki. Right up the middle. Stopped by Etcheberry. Placement inside. Manu on the run. He got it. Here's the backhand. Robote coming out. Etcheberry's on it. Stopped in the air by Manu again. Right to the corner, and Aratz makes the play. Robote at the side wall. Difficult save made by Etcheberry. Iñaki's got it. Ball tipped in the back corner. Second point for Iñaki and Manu. Iñaki serves.
And another kill shot attempt there by Etcheberry. He goes inside with the drop shot. This season, he's 0 for 6 on Tejada kills, and he's 2 for 10 on Cortada kills. So in total, that's 2 for 16 killing it to the inside of the court. Just hasn't quite worked out for him. And 2 for 17 after that miss.
Yeah, Manu had laser-like focus on stopping that.
It's just a little high. I mean, for a drop shot, you throw it just a little too much pace behind it. Manu handled it pretty comfortable. I mean, that was about waist level. It wasn't. There was never really a threat to score at any point.
There's the backhand by Aratz. Manu's there. Rotate forehand. Fire to the inside. Manu is there. Aratz takes the ball in the air on the left side. Here's the backhand. Aratz from the 9 line. Powerful throw. Stays on the wall the entire way. What a catch by Manu. Iñaki gets in there. Cuts it off. Backhand. Taken in the air by Aratz. Forehand Robote fired, taking off, hitting the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's a third point for Iñaki and Manu. Iñaki serves.
There it is, right side Robote that just escapes a bit. You know where it's going, up in that overhead screen. I think he's trying to pass, too. I mean, he was the first one. He kind of stepped around it and really fired the right side Robote. And just a shame that it kicked up so high. Just have to implement a little bit more control on some of these throws, and I bet those numbers will come down just a bit. 3-0 lead now in set 2 for Iñaki and Manu.
Aratz takes the serve. Here's Manu, backhand from the 9. Into the corner, Aratz is there. That's a powerful backhand by Manu. Caught on the forehand of Aratz. Aratz comes over the top. Aratz again, backhand from the 10. Aratz now from the 10 line. Manu overhead.
Backhand powerfully thrown. Oh, Rotz from the forehand. Inaki cut that off. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Robote saved by Etcheberry along the wall the whole way to the left side of Manu. Robote coming back out. Robote attempted outside placement. Hits the pad. That is a fourth point for Iñaki and Manu. Iñaki serves. Yeah, nothing is working in terms of shots.
No, and again, now you're down 4 points after that one, and you go for it at this point. You know, try to get back in the match quickly. I mean, the catching game hasn't worked out all too well, and statistically, you wouldn't want to try to out-catch Inaki and Manu either. You know, this is a point here. If you're Etcheberry, maybe you could make a few shots, get a little more confidence, and see if you can get back in this set. But to keep doing the same strategy of just, you know, Robote and keep it inside along the wall, I mean, at some point you got to switch it up.
Powerful forehand by Rotz. Caught near by Manu. Rotz to the back wall. Robote for Iñaki. Rotz again. Backhand from the 9. Into the corner. Manu stops it at the back wall. Rotz behind the 10. Oh, what a catch by Rotz. Backhand. Robote left side. That's along the wall the whole way. See, that time it did what he's been looking for.
Right on the wall. And Manu stepping up just got to it.
What a catch by Manu on the outside. Forehand crossing the side wall. Rotz stops it on the bounce. Iñaki makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Manu was calling for it, but Inaki felt he had the better play. Powerful forehand back to the inside. This one scores. There'll be no shutout in the second set. Etcheberry and Rotz, the Devils on the board with a point.
Okay, and that's the first miss for Manu in the backcourt. And what was the preceding throw? It was a forehand Robote that crossed the side wall. Again, you just don't have the same effect when you're throwing it from the left side. It doesn't cross the wall that much. It will kind of stay on it and keep moving into it.
It's a question of reps.
Oh. Is that a Stu-approved mop, Stu? I know what you saw. I'm sorry,
not.
you stopped you dead in your tracks.
It is not approved.
Wow.
We'll be having a long talk with Rock after that. Here's the backhand by Manu. Backhand by Manu to the inside. Rotz is there in the corner. What a catch. That ball ruled to have touched the overhead screen, which is out of play.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is 5 points for Iñaki and Manu. And a possible match point.
That one was close. Ref ruled that it just touched a little piece of that overhead screen. But frustrating day for the Devils here, and now looks like a third win about to be on the board here for the Cyclones.
There's the backhand by Rotz. Robote at the sidewall, saved by Iñaki. Cortada, stopped by Manu. Beautiful catch on the left side. Rotz from the 10. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Big backhand by Rotz. Clears the screen. Robote for the forehand of Iñaki. He sends it back. Rotz is there. Rotz plays it deep. Manu on the backhand. This is coming out to the Robote. Stays to the inside. Powerful forehand Robote. Manu makes the catch. Manu, beautiful catch on the left side, and a powerful backhand follows. What a catch by Rotz.
Yeah, Rotz is working hard back here. You got to give him a lot of credit for hanging in, and really hasn't gone their way. Drop
Placement
shot.
inside, plays perfectly to score. That is a second point for Etcheberry and Rotz.
Still possible match point for the Cyclones.
Well, got one to score here with the inside placement. It's a little deep for a drop shot. And Manu's respecting the bounce he's getting on these left sides, so he's backing up, able to get that second bounce. Well done.
Powerful backhand by Manu Robote for Echeverry. Stays to the inside. Manu is there. Backhand again. Robote again for Echeverry. Back to the inside. Manu back at the side wall, makes the play. Manu on the catch. Backhand from the 10. Powerfully thrown. Robote. Robote left side. Stays inside. Big bounce. Stopped by Manu. What a catch by Arat. Echeverry takes this one in the air. 2-all. Inaki stops it. Cortada will score for the win. Point set. A straight set victory for Iñaki and Manu, taking it 6-4, 6-2.
Inaki and Manu improving to 5-1 after that win. And that's the third win on the day for the Cyclones, so they have secured at least half a point in the standings. We'll see if they can get the full point. They need one win in these next two matches. They got Unda against Benetrix first, and then Jairo and Bradley against Echeverry and Kubala to close it out. Take a look at some replays from that Division I doubles matchup. Look at this, Manu goes up with one hand and comes out with it. Well done. Echeverry taking a look, backhand, comes outside. Oh, Inaki now, tough grab of his own.
Just reaches him beautifully.
Oh, that was tough. That was tied 4-4 in the first set. Brought it to 5-4 in favor of the Cyclones, and then here we are in set two. Yeah, it looked like Echeverry lost his footing as he tried to throw that one, ended up in the pad. Forehander bote here by Inaki, well placed right to Echeverry, but this is where he goes for the 2-all. And when it doesn't open enough,
right,
good luck. Forehand, low, hard to the inside, and that one knocked down. 6-4, 6-2, Inaki and Manu deliver for the Cyclones. We'll take a look at that game day score reflecting the third win for the Cyclones. So worst case scenario for the Cyclones, they will have 5 points at the end of the game day. Best case scenario, if they win one of these next two matches, they'll move within half a point of the Chargers and get to 5.5. And the Devils, I mean, right now, best that they can do is win these final two matches and get a half a point, which would put them in a tie with the Renegades, which would still be last place. Benetrix and Unda getting warmed up for their singles match. But first, we're going to go back over to the cage and hear from Inaki and Manu. Winners of that last doubles match, and now 5-1 on the season. Congratulations, guys. Second win against this Echeverry and Arat's team. Manu, how are you able to get it done today for the second time?
I really don't know. I don't have a lot of good things to say, so I prefer nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. Sorry.
Awesome. Understood. Well played, guys. You got your third win. See if you can win the game day up next. Thank you.
Congratulations. Sometimes it's the best bet. Just move on. Just move on.
Would much prefer that.
Exactly.
I get it. Very frustrating, and I can understand. But a win there and a big one for the team gives them at least half a point. So we'll see. Up next, Unda and Benetrix will go at it in singles. All smiles as they slap hands. These are two friends.
When you have two really good friends that go at it on the court, it's always kind of interesting. That's what I see happening here.
Yeah. Unda against Benetrix. Unda, well, he's undefeated. He's had a pretty good start at 2-0. Benetrix also 2-0. And remember, Benetrix has not lost a singles match in his career in Battle Court. 5-0 last year, 2-0 to begin this year. But we got a tough matchup with that big right side of Unda. See how it goes. Unda's got the serve, and we're ready to begin.
Unda serves. The match has begun. Backhand by Benetrix. Passes to the Rebote. Rebote forehand fired by Unda. Hard backhand. Oh, what a save by Unda. Benetrix attacking. Has a tip ball at the 6th line. First point of this match goes to Unda of the Cyclones.
Well, after the game day yesterday, Unda was getting some extra work in because he knew he was going to have his hands full in this singles match. He's throwing the ball hard. He was working on a lot of his shots, and specifically some of these rebotes as well. He got one early and able to put it on the board with the first point.
It's a beautiful serve by Unda. Nice catch and return. Unda commits to the back, makes the catch. Big backhand follows. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, fired from the forehand of Benetrix. Unda makes the save. 2-all, lands in and scores. 1-1, Benetrix serves.
And that's what Unda knows he's going to have to stop, is the shots from Benetrix. He throws a bunch of them here in singles. He's outpacing his opponents this season. Take a look here. I mean, he's lining this one up. Unda's to the outside. He's pretty deep in the court. Gets the 2-all in, and it scores.
Unda on the backhand. Benetrix takes it on the right side at the 9 line. Looks to pass. He does. Benetrix will keep it on the forehand. Passes. Rotate forehand is a miss at the side wall. Second point for Benetrix of the Devils. He serves.
And a tough one. That was cutting inside, and Unda was off his footing as he tried to make that throw. But back to the first point, that was Benetrix's first missed catch in singles this year. He had a 100% catch rate going in before he missed that ball close to the side wall. He's converted 11 points off of tip balls from his opponents, and he's only given up 1 now. Plus 10 in that department is as good as you're going to see.
Here's the backhand by Unda. Catch made by Unda. Oh, Max makes a great catch in the middle of the court. I occasionally screw up and call him Max. That's his first.
It was okay. That was a cool play. Yeah.
Here's the backhand by Benetrix. Rebote forehand, played hard. Unda winding up. Coast to the inside, scooped up by Benetrix. 2-all. Does not open. Benetrix makes the stop. Drop shot.
Smart.
Scores. 3 points for Benetrix. He serves.
Yeah, Unda's got to be frustrated. I mean, he made a great read on Benetrix's 2-all, made the stop outside, and then threw it right back to him. You know, that was early in the point. The roles were flipped. Unda had it outside, gave it back to Benetrix, and then Unda's like, oh, man, the drop shot's so killer, and gives Benetrix the lead back to 3-1. Well done.
Hard serve by Benetrix, stopped by Unda. Rebote forehand, kicks up. Unda keeps it on the right side, but has a tip ball. 4 points for Benetrix. The Devils, he serves.
We want to know why Benetrix is so good at, forcing his opponents into missed catches. It's that rebote. I mean, he gets so much power on it, and it's right on the side wall. Unda's been consistently moving back and into the wall. Not where you want to be making those catches.
Unda with the 2-all, read by Benetrix. Benetrix with the 2-all, that scores. 5 points for Benetrix, possible set point.
Yeah. Going for it right off the serve, trying to generate some quick offense, but you see how it backfires when they don't score. Benetrix now 5-1 lead, a chance to take this set. It's a long 2-all. I mean, that's barely opening to the wood, and you need to be to the outside of the wood if you're looking to score. Benetrix does.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Unda from the forehand. High and hard of the front wall. Benetrix all the way back to the 10 line to make the play. Unda coming out. Forehand camera bote attempt is hooked. That is point and set to Benetrix. He takes the first set 6-1. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set.
Another set victory there for Benetrix. takes the first one, 6-1, and Unda just going to have a seat right there at the underserve line. You know, Unda's got a pretty good record in this group, but if it wasn't for Benetrix, you know, maybe talking about him as one of the top players. I mean, Unda's 5-2, and one of those losses came earlier in the season against Benetrix. Sorry, last season, rather, against Benetrix. That was 6-4, 6-0. So that was a straight set win that time. And after set number 1, Benetrix seems to be playing really well and looking like he's headed that way again. Now Inaki making his way out to Unda, just trying to get him right for this second set.
Jedden as well. Jedden always good for an unconventional pep talk.
Yeah. Well, this would be one of those outside of the cage that would qualify.
Oh, absolutely on the court. And I think he just spit a toothpick out.
And I love what Inaki's doing. He always, you know, if a guy's staying out on the court, he'll make sure that he goes up to him.
100%.
Try to encourage him. And look, it's just one set. And this season, more than any other year, we've seen results totally change after set 1 on. So if you're Unda, you have the power. You can throw a good shot that can score at any point. So just got to stay locked in here and see if get a couple mistakes from Benetrix. That's all it will take to get him right back in this set.
Benetrix kind of specializes in playing mistake-free highline.
Yeah, he does. And last year, 3 of his 5 wins came in straight sets, including 2 of them that were 6-0 in set number 2. 7-0 in his career in singles. Only 2 of those matches have gone on to a 3rd set. It's just dominant numbers, and really good to see for Benetrix. As the 4th-ranked player for the Devils, I mean, imagine where the team would be without his play in that group. It's been so strong over not only this season, but the last season as well. There's the
We're
whistle.
ready to begin our second set. Unda has a serve for the Cyclones. Unda serves. Our second set has begun. That is a picture-perfect serve by Unda, stopped by Benetrix. Unda overhead. Powerful, powerful right side. Rebote forehand, passing. Unda on the rebote. Benetrix follows it, takes it in the air. A little softer on the return. Great effort by Unda. That falls short. First point of the second set goes to Benetrix of the Devils. He serves.
And Unda went down hard. Benetrix making sure he's all right. He's just going to take a second. And again, you got a backcourter here. Not used to going down to the ground and saving rebotes as much as these front quarters. People ask him if he's okay, and he's going to stay in.
Unda keeping this on the forehand. Drop shot. Benetrix takes off. He gets there. Drop shot. Scores. 2 points for Benetrix. He serves.
Again, the droppier drop shot, Stu, always prevails. And Unda committed. Look at that. He gets in there on the right side. His head is on the wall. Gets up to it as Benetrix. Takes a look. He says, you know what? The drop shot will suffice. And it's dead by the 2 line.
Yes, it is. Beautiful catch by Unda off a hard serve by Benetrix. Rebote, 2-all.
Oh,
Is out.
Just wide.
Unda gets a point and the serve for the Cyclones.
Well, they didn't need to push it that close to the boundary line. It sailed that way and ultimately out of play. Gives Unda a little bit of life here, first point of this second set. And now Manu out there talking with him. Again, just trying to reset, let him focus.
Benetrix on the backhand. Unda takes it overhead. Powerful, powerful forehand. Rebote coming out. Rebote inside Unda. Great pickup at the 7 line. A powerful backhand follows. Powerful right side. Rebote coming out.
Unda makes the save. Unda, that's a great catch again at the 7. Benetrix on the catch, 2-all. Stop by Unda. We're tied up, 2-2. Unda serves.
Yeah, Benetrix shot the 2-all pretty early on in that point. I mean, yeah, right here, he's close inside. Unda's got a head start. Yeah. Ill-advised. I mean, yeah, he's moving out that way, but when Unda makes the catch, sends it back in. Good adjustment this time. Gets the 3rd wall, the back wall, instead of Benetrix being able to catch it in the air. And the rebote's really not there to be played.
Benetrix from the forehand. A powerful right side. Stopped in the air by Unda. Rebote's save by Benetrix. Cuts back to the inside. Ball tipped, and Benetrix went down hard. That's a 3rd point for Unda in the 2nd set. He serves.
Well, Unda's never really had this level of control throughout these points. He's ahead of Benetrix and just firing these right sides like he did in that Division 5 doubles match. That's exactly how Unda wants to play. Doesn't want to get into a shot battle with Benetrix. And now he's taking the lead.
Backhand by Benetrix. Stopped. And a beautiful catch by Unda. Benetrix stays in the backcourt. Makes the catch. Backhand. Will pass. Low rebote. Rebote Karam on the forehand of Unda. Powerful throw by Benetrix. What a catch. Here's the backhand. Oh, that hit the overhead pad. Tremendous play by both players. Unda has 4 points in the 2nd set. He serves.
Well, it's just a little different than the first set. I mean, Benetrix was in total control, and now he's getting frustrated with the potential missed call. I mean, if Benetrix just plays his game, it should go kind of how set 1 went, pretty quickly and in his favor. Doesn't need to overcomplicate anything. Pass into the corner, force Unda to rebote, and he hasn't done any damage with it.
Here's the backhand by Benetrix. Stopped by Unda. Benetrix takes it in the air. Backhand to the inside. Unda on the forehand. Big right side. Difficult catch by Benetrix at the side wall. Rebote forehand, a drop shot attempt. Benetrix is on it. Forehand to pass. Oh, a running grab on the left side by Unda. Benetrix is there. 2-all will score. Again, a phenomenal point played by both players. Benetrix gets his 3rd point and the serve.
Love the hustle from Benetrix. I mean, he had a full sprint from the 2 line all the way to the back wall and threw a 2-wall off the rebote. What a save. I mean, he needed it. Would have been 5-2. Unda, a chance to close out the set instead. Look at this. He's coming back. Diving save with Unda trapped inside, and all he needed was a little bit of contact with the sidewall. So well done.
Benetrix on the backhand. It does pass. Unda for the rebote. Benetrix has this on the forehand. Right side. Dropping on the back wall. Chick-chack scores. 4-4 is the score. Benetrix serves.
Well, these matches can change so quickly, throw to throw. It's why everyone matters. And now going high, passing Unda pretty clearly. He's getting out there for the rebote, and it's just not coming out to him. 4-4 in this 2nd set.
Fault over serve. 2nd serve must be good. Big right side by Unda. Rebote. Forehand by Benetrix. Scoop by Unda. Oh. That gives Unda a 5th point. And a possible set point, which would force a 3rd set.
Yeah, well, Benetrix was waiting. Ooh, that really looked like it was going to hit inside and then somehow clip the sidewall first. Hard to react. He tried and slipped going down. 5 points for Unda here.
There's the backhand by Benetrix. Unda stops it at the 9 line. Powerful right side. Caught by Benetrix. Here's the backhand. Rebote, 2-all. Does not open Benetrix on the catch. Powerful forehand, going for the 3-wall play. Chick, check, scores. We are at 5-5 in the second set. So if Benetrix wins this, he will win the match. If Unda wins this, move on to a third and decisive set.
Unda feels like, I mean, just the way he's played, it's like under a lot of pressure to make something happen. I mean, he could just send that rebote inside, but he's given it to Benetrix in a pretty good spot.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Unda on the forehand. Big right side. Caught in the air by Benetrix. Backhand. Taken on the forehand of Unda. Unda's drop shot.
Oh,
this one scores. We're going to a third and final set in just 2 minutes. That was a beautifully thrown drop shot from the 9 line. I mean, this is just picture perfect.
Yeah, he
his
puts
form,
his head.
you could see in Benetrix's body posture when he dropped his head. He's like,
Oh,
oh man, this one's not coming out.
He knew he was digging, trying to get up there, but did not make it. 6-5. Unda forces a third set. You see the Cyclones over there in the cage, Inaki and Manu right in his ear. And Unda, he wears his heart on his sleeve, so you always know kind of what he's thinking, and it's good to have that veteran presence around him like Inaki and Manu. Inaki coming out after the set. Manu, you saw him out there on the court when he was ready to serve, just keeping focus, staying in it, and look what happens. He win at 6-5, and anything can happen here as you get to a third set.
That's as natural a smile as you're going to see. And if I had to guess, I would say that probably on the other side of that smile is Benetrix.
Yeah, you're not even looking at it. You're seeing Echeverry here
Oh,
because
it's
Benetrix
Echeverry.
is
There
right
you
in
go.
front of
Sorry.
us. He's out on the court ready to go.
How'd you do that, man? Hey, that drop shot at the end. How'd you do that?
Look, that felt like one of those. It's 5-5. I've been working hard this set. I'm going for it. If it lands, it lands. If it doesn't,
recommended a drop shot at that point from that
wouldn't
distance.
think so.
I don't believe that was something he suggested in the talk.
Look at that, Unda. And, you know, you got one player who's smiling ear to ear coming out for this third set, and another who is just chomping at the bit to get this third set started. I mean, he is just ready to go.
Yeah. It's kind of like a little like it's not the best comparison, but it's like a little like certain race horses before they race. You know, you need to be very careful around them.
Yeah, well,
Benetrix is ready to
it's not
go.
a horse I would pet right now.
Oh, no.
It's
It's not nice horsey. Have some hay. No,
Yeah.
no, this isn't.
Well, I think Rock tried, and he went right through the stop sign.
Get away
Third
from me,
set
Rock.
coming
We're
up
the
here.
Judges.
Third set, Stu. Benetrix has got this serve.
Benetrix serves. We begin with a Pika serve. Backhand by Unda. Benetrix powerfully from the forehand. Unda's there. 2-all. Red by Benetrix. Karam by Benetrix will score. Benetrix first on the board for the Devils here. In our third and decisive set, he serves.
Yeah,
As
I just
soon as
don't
it
know.
didn't open up, he kind of knew.
No, he puts his hands out. I just don't know why. Unda's done this like 5 or 6 times, and he's given away all these points. But when he's just rallied with Benetrix, he's actually done pretty well. I'm just a little unsure of the strategy here to keep going back to it when not one has scored, and Benetrix is all over it.
Beautiful catch by Unda down low. Benetrix reaching up, stops the ball. Here's Unda. Big right side. Robote saved before the second bounce. Oh, Unda got it.
Yeah.
That is a drop shot that scores. My, oh my. 1-1. Unda serves for the Cyclones.
Yeah, and really, I think that's all Benetrix could get on this Robote. Yeah, he really dug it out. I mean, can't believe it even reached the front wall, but Unda did the right thing. He was on a full sprint and never stopped, because when you get up there, you can kill the point like that.
Here's Benetrix on the backhand. Unda keeps it on the right side. Benetrix to the inside. Unda read it. Powerful costado.
Oh, it
Lands
landed in.
perfectly to score. That's 2 points for Unda. He serves.
Well, if you can get it there, Stu, that's a great spot. I just don't know how you find it consistently. He goes high to the outside.
Consistently is the point.
Oh, and that lands just in front of the O in .com. Look at where that one bounces.
Yeah, there was a lot of conversation about that particular area of the court before the season began, but hasn't really been a feature or a bug.
No, not at all.
Benetrix gets up to that ball as it's dying. Oh, what a catch by Unda. Benetrix on the backhand. Unda powerfully from the forehand. Benetrix stays in the backcourt. Backhand powerfully thrown. Robote comes to the inside at the side wall. Unda makes the play. Does not pass. Powerful throw. Unda with the Robote. Powerful backhand by Benetrix. Robote save by Unda. Here's Benetrix. Powerful throw again. Robote is stopped before the second bounce.
Oh,
Juggling
yeah,
on the catch of Unda. Good effort, though. We're tied up 2-2. Benetrix serves for the Devils.
Yeah, that was a good call by the back judge, but great effort again by Unda, staying in that point, working hard. You can see here, catches it right by the hand, and it goes straight to the tip of the basket here. Hand tip, and it was a major juggle.
Catch on the forehand of Unda. Plays it high. Benetrix is there. Unda again from the right side. Benetrix off the wall, makes the play. Robote. Unda lining up, flips it up. Benetrix has the catch at the 9 line. Looks to pass. Check, scores. Third point for Benetrix of the Devils. He serves.
You know, Unda looking gassed after that point. I mean, just question of how much he's got left in the tank. He's working hard to get to a third set. And Benetrix doesn't look like he's even started yet.
Cortada serves, stopped by Unda.
Try to move him up.
Backhand, crossing the wall. That ball's tipped. A fourth point for Benetrix. The third set, he serves.
Yeah, I mean, just looking a little bit tired here on this one. It's on the wall, perfectly played, but even afterwards, just taking a couple extra breaths. He's got to get back in it right here. This is a must-win point if you're Unda. Oh.
Beautiful catch by Unda. Big backhand. Robote forehand by Benetrix. Scoop attempt is missed. 5 points, possible set, possible match point for Benetrix of the Devils.
Yeah, he's creeping up a little bit because he knows that he's tired, not moving too well, so he's trying to give himself an even better chance to catch it in the air when he can. Really smart on Benetrix, just dropping it at his feet and forcing that scoop.
Carambola serve is dropped.
Yeah, that's it.
Point set and match for Benetrix. Winning at 6-2 in the third and final set.
This guy's gotten 4 fines today. Like 4.
So the game day will continue on here into our last match, 3-2 lead for the Cyclones. We got Echeverry and Kubala with a chance to tie up the game day against Jairo and Bradley coming up next.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one! Joined by our winner there, Benetrix in singles. Congratulations. Now your third win in a row to begin this season. I know it wasn't exactly how you drew it up with that second set, but how were you able to still close it out against Unda there?
I know the difference will be physically, but you know, at the first set I play very consistent. I play my game, and I know what happened. Every time it's happened the same. And the second set, Unda plays better, and me, I do a lot of mistakes. And yeah, the third set, I think physically was the difference, and I tried to make a good rhythm, and so, yeah, I think this is why I won the game.
Yeah, and I know you and Unda are good friends off the court. What is it like playing against someone that you're that close with right there on the court in a competitive matchup?
I love to play against him, but, you know, all the week he was trying to trash talk to me, so, you know, at the beginning it was good for me, and I don't know, there's a very good energy. I think we were like, me personally, I was a little bit mad and pissed off during the game. I think you can see it. But yeah, that's a good competition against him, and he's my brother, so, no, all good.
Awesome, Benetrix. Well done there. You got the win. See if your team can end this game day in a tie-up next.
Thank you. Go Devils.
Echeverry and Kubala with that chance. They will take on Jairo and Bradley here to close out the day. Jairo and Bradley, another team for the Cyclones that got off to a great start. They've kind of slowed up a bit, just 2-3 through their first 5 matches. Echeverry and Kubala too. That's been a struggle for that team for the Devils. Just 1-3. I mean, when they were paired up together for the first time this season, there were some pretty high expectations. Hasn't come to fruition quite yet, but still with more than half the year left, this would be a great time to start to turn it around. Couple of other storylines here, of course. Jairo still looking for that doubles win. His last win came over a month ago, and he lost his opening match of the day. Jairo and Manu losing to Benetrix and Arat. So you know Jairo's going to be eager to get back out there and try to give his team the win. Jairo and Bradley will have the serve. Refs are out there ready to begin our final match, Stu.
We're ready to begin our final match of the game day. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones. Jairo serves. Our match has begun. Kubala, perfect positioning for that catch. Here's Bradley.
God, that went first throw, huh? Went to the outside of Echeverry. Oh, boy.
Here's the backhand by Jairo. Kubala, beautiful catch at the side wall. Kubala handles that bounce well at the 10 line. Here's the backhand. Echeverry, powerful backhand to the inside. Robote, save almost by Jairo. First point of this match goes to Echeverry and Kubala of the Devils.
Two front quarters that have really been struggling and both desperately needing a win. I mean, that first Robote coming to Jairo, I mean, so rare you get a swing and a miss like that. He's definitely pushing, trying hard, but see if they can get back on track here. Devils leading early.
Ball tipped off the serve. That's an ace. 2 points for Echeverry and Kubala.
And with the power from both Cyclones, particularly from the right side, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Kubala here in the backcourt. Can he make enough catches to keep his team in this match? I mean, he's been getting just, killed in the backcourt over and over again with his power, but And he can catch. That's his biggest strength.
Powerful, powerful forehand. Etcheberry on the rebote. This one kicks, but stays in.
Yeah.
And that scores. That's a third point for Etcheberry and Kubala. Etcheberry serves.
Well, fortunate. I mean, that kicked up off the front wall, but still able to clear the screen as it went the length of the court. Dropped in at the outside and then just died.
Excellent catch by Bragley. Rebote. Etcheberry moves into position to make the catch. Jairo's there. Cortada by Jairo. Will score. Jairo and Bragley are on the board with a point. Jairo has a serve for the Cyclones.
You know, just almost too easy for the Cyclones there. You know, there was no need to throw a shot. Etcheberry's off his footing. And look at, I mean, that opens up above the L in World. I mean, you're looking to get that to the other L in Jai-Alai. That's where you want that ball to hit. Feeds Jairo's forehand, and he'll make you pay.
Kubala with a fine catch off an excellent serve by Jairo. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Etcheberry's on it. Powerful backhand. Bragley with the catch. Bragley high and hard at the back wall. Rebote comes out. Etcheberry back to the inside. Bragley from the forehand. Etcheberry adjusts, makes the play to the outside. Jairo's got it on the right side. Looks to get it into the corner. It comes out. Rebote saved by Etcheberry. Jairo's on it. Low, hard backhand caught in the air by Kubala.
Oof, Bradley, too. Nice grab.
Kubala again, backhand from the 10. Bragley on the left side. Big backhand follows. Kubala on the back wall makes the play. Rebote coming out. Etcheberry winding up. That kicks up and touched the overhead screen. That's a second point for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves.
And it's hard to put blame on that shot because, I mean, it looks so well executed. Right when Etcheberry throws it, you're just never thinking that ball's going to kick up in the overhead screen. It's kind of a feature with this ball. You just got to know that and change it up. If it's consistently going up that high, just throw it a little bit differently or throw a different shot.
Etcheberry picked the serve but did not hold on. 3-3, tied up in the first set. Jairo serves.
And that's a really good opportunity. I mean, if he can get a lot of cesta on it, he can make that catch. And if he does, it's a great opportunity to score. Can't fault that at all. Just have to bring it in and get something off when you do.
Fine catch by Kubala. Here's the backhand. Bragley. What a catch deep in the backcourt. Etcheberry from the 8 line. Backhand. That's a fourth point for Etcheberry and Kubala, the Devils. Etcheberry serves.
Yeah. Exactly what you want to see if you're the Devils. You got Bradley backing up and looking for that quick bounce catch as it's touching the floor and crossing the sidewall. So difficult for him. And truthfully, the best chance may be to just step out of the way and let Jairo potentially save the rebote.
Powerful forehand by Bragley. Caught in the air by Kubala. Etcheberry on the catch. Backhand from the 7. To the back wall it goes. Jairo for the forehand rebote. Oh. Difficult catch made by Kubala. Yeah, backhand gets away from him. That hit the overhead screen. 4-4 is the score.
Jairo serve.
And just never had full control of that one. Kubala limited with the power too, so he's going to get everything behind it that he can, sends it up high, and when it hits that high, no way it clears the screen.
Difficult catch made deep in the backcourt. Powerful backhand to the outside. Landing in. Etcheberry plays that well. Bradley takes it on the bounce. Great juggling on the catch of Bradley. That is a 5th point for Etcheberry and Kubala. Possible set point.
Always interested to see. There wasn't as much of a reaction as you would have thought, so probably agreed with it at some level. Gives the Devils a chance here, 2 of them if they need to close out this first set. It's a great stop.
Low bullet thrown by Bradley, caught and returned by Etcheberry. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point and set for Etcheberry and Kubala. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Yeah, that low backhand that Etcheberry likes to throw a lot of should be very effective in this level. I mean, you got a lower ranked backcourter there in Bradley. Just put him on an island and test him on the bounce consistently. And that's what he did right there. Closed out the set 6-4 in the Devils' favor. So Etcheberry and Kubala step out ahead here. And if the Devils are able to close this one out, well, the game day will end in a 3-3 tie. Cyclones only 1 point in their last 3 game days. They had a tie, a loss, and then a tie against the Renegades last time out. And for the Devils, only half a point in their last 4 game days. They tied the Warriors back on March 5th. And since that, lost to the Renegades, lost to the Warriors, and lost to the Chargers, including a 5-1 defeat to the Renegades. So they need it. And Etcheberry and Kubala were, 2 big parts of this Devils team coming into it in the draft. Etcheberry was frozen at this 3rd level. Kubala was frozen as a 5. Just for what he can provide in the backcourt in terms of his catching ability. And you think those 2 players have probably struggled the most given their rank. And this is a team, look, only 1-3, but with 6 matches left, including this one here, if they can win a majority of these through the end of the season, well, that's what it's going to take for the Devils to start to make their run and get back into the playoff mix. I want to compare last season, Stu, for the Devils. I may have to pull this up, so it may take a second. So last season, the Devils had 2 points through their first 7 game days. And actually, you can have 3 points through their first 9 game days. And they ended with 8.5 in what was it, 2nd place? So we'll see here now with 3 points so far this season. And in the 8 game days they've played, hard to believe, Stu, they're actually ahead of pace where they were last year at this point. And you got to think about the matches, too. There's been a lot of singles for the Devils. I mean, they played a 4 singles day on the 13th of March, a 4 singles day on the 19th. They had 2 singles today, and then this upcoming Friday, they're playing 4 more singles. So after this stretch, I think you're going to start to see some things change for the Devils a little bit, maybe start to move back up the standings as opposed to the other way around. We'll see here. This match would go a long way. Etcheberry and Kubala got the first. Looking to close it out right here.
We're ready to begin our second set. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones. Here's the backhand by Kubala. Jairo's there, backhand from the 7 line. Bradley will keep this on the forehand. High and hard to the front wall. Kubala's there. Etcheberry playing deep, makes the catch. That's a powerful backhand that follows. Robote coming out. Etcheberry called for it. Kubala made the catch. That's on the wall the whole way. Tough grab by Bradley. Powerful Costello stopped on the forehand. Karam
Etcheberry goes out, makes the catch. Powerful forehand. What a snag by Jairo. That's beautifully played on the left side. Bragley from the 9 line keeps it inside. Kubala's there. Kubala back to the inside. Jairo playing deep. Backhand from the 8. Right to the corner. Rebote forehand. Tipped by Jairo. First point of the second set goes to the Devils. Etcheberry and Kubala. Etcheberry serves.
Contact with the side wall will drop that ball down. And look, Jairo was moving up on it. Even he was still surprised it dropped that low at his feet. First point up there for the Devils. Trying to take control of this second set right from the jump.
Powerful, powerful forehand. Rebote coming out. Etcheberry eyes on the rebote. This one stays in. What a catch by Bragley. Rebote for Etcheberry again. Big bounce. Brought down by Bragley. Bragley reaches back, makes a terrific catch on the right side. Kubala takes that on the backhand. Right to the corner. Rebote forehand save. Kubala has it on the right side. Plays it back.
That's a good one.
Oh, what a catch by Bragley on the right side.
How in the world?
Etcheberry attacks. 2-all, opens wide and scores. A second point for Etcheberry and Kubala. Well played by all 4 players. Etcheberry serves.
And that could be one of the best Costano 2-alls we've seen Etcheberry throw out here. Threw it with a lot of confidence. He was to the inside. And look at how much this ball opens up. I think we're going to see this catch by Bradley. Boy, he's quick. But Etcheberry moves up on the bounce and just fires it. Opens up wide, and Jairo is a couple feet from it, and then an ace follows.
That's an ace by Etcheberry. Served and stayed inside.
But it's important to note on those shots, like, how are they scoring? Is your opponent getting to it, or are they not even close? And that one should give Etcheberry some confidence to fire another.
Bragley on the catch. Big right side.
Oh.
Tipped in the backcourt. Jairo and Bragley are on the board with a point. Jairo serves for the Cyclones.
And I think you're not going to see any more perfect catching days for Kubala here in this division. There's just too many great players in Division 4 this year. Jairo, Iturbide, Alex Goenaga. You got Etcheberry here, too. I mean, you got some great players. So, look, I mean, a great match for Kubala. You maybe miss 1 or 2 balls, and that's one of the, I think only the second one he's given away, one up in the screen on top of it.
Kubala on the backhand. Bragley advances, take it in the air.
Oh, goodness.
Etcheberry keeps his head and throws the rebote. Here's Kubala, backhand. Bragley, tough snag at the side wall. That's a nice play. Here's Kubala from the 10 line. Jairo playing deep. Juggling ruled on. Jairo on the forehand. A 4th point for Etcheberry and Kubala. Etcheberry will serve for the Devils.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you take a player out of their element, and folks will sometimes ask, what's up with the numbers on the side wall? A front quarter playing that deep, Jairo's never been comfortable with that. Never. And for him to juggle a ball or miss a ball on the right side, that's also.
Yeah, I mean, he's pushing a bit, and still the results are not following. And an ace, 5-1
The ace
now.
by Etcheberry takes it to 5-1 in the second set. So this is possible match point for the Devils. Powerful throw by Bragley. Rebote, a difficult rebote, coming straight back. Bragley makes a beautiful catch. Etcheberry on the forehand. Sidearm Kara.
Got it.
Will score for the win. Point set and match in straight sets for Etcheberry and Kubala of the Devils, winning at 6-4, 6-1.
Oh, and a big win there for the Devils, ending this game day in a 3-3 tie. We're going to hear from our winners, Etcheberry and Kubawa, coming up here in just a few moments.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida, only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a game's bonus back up to $100.
Set us up to lose to begin with.
Take a look at that game day score here. 3-3 draw, courtesy of Etcheberry and Kubala. What a big win there for the Devils to give them half a point. We got our winners over in the cage with us, Etcheberry and Kubala. I mean, Kubala, simply, how much did you guys need this half a point today?
Oh, desperately. I mean, as you could see by the standings, you know, in last place, and we've got to start putting our games together.
Awesome. And again, after this performance, what are you looking to do this Friday night, again, to try to keep the momentum up?
Catch the ball, win the game, and simple as that. I mean, just, you know, keep trying to move into a playoff spot, and you know, because the regular season, you know, as long as you're in the playoffs, then, you know, seeding is nice, but just getting to the playoffs is what's important.
Awesome, guys. Well, great performance there. Congratulations, Etcheberry. Big win for you guys. Let's take a look at these standings here before we depart, and you can see, Chargers up at the top still with 6 points. The Cyclones come away with half a point. They move into solo second. And then you got the Fireballs and Warriors right there tied for third place. Remember, the Fireballs have played one more game day compared to the Warriors. And then the Devils and Renegades down there tied for last place at 3.5 points. That's going to do it for us today, folks. Another great day of highlight here at Jam Arena. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, to do it all again. We'll see you then.